Ba-dum, ba-dum, boom, ba-dum, boom. Oh, I think I'm gonna have another good one here. She's gonna be right over that hill right there. What's going on there, Buck? Western Star, good to see you, brown chicken. I'm thinking, I'm thinking that old girl. She's coming up right over that little teeny hump there. Brown chicken, hit the like button. Western Star, hit the like button. Buck, hit the like button. Everybody, hit the like button. Even if you don't like it, hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. But hit a fucking button. Ah, ah. Thank you, chicken. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Look at that sky. Isn't that sky like out of one of those old Western movies? You know, like Gone with the Wind. Or remember the final scene from Gone with the Wind where they had that big, beautiful Western sky? There it is right there. What's going on there, guard dog? Good morning to you, brother. Hope you're well, man. Hope you're well. I'm working overtime for that wrench. Keep working. You're doing good. I'll give it to you. I'll tell you that right now. You're doing all right. Oh, there we go. Just get the cigar lit. Oh, what time we got? We got 6:40 where I'm at. 6:40 in the morning. It's a 4 degrees. So what's that about fucking 60 something? No, it's not 60 something. Yeah, it might be 60 something degrees. Wrenches are overrated. Well, then what's the big hubbub about getting one then? Why are you such a Johnny's got one. Guard Dog's got one. I think Sterling's got one. Shannon's got one. I think there's only 5 or 6 that got them. Kamal and Tolga both got them. Sunrise was awesome. Also, not a cloud in the sky. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Look at that. Look, I don't know if you've noticed in the last say couple of minutes here. Look at the color change. Look what's going on there. How can I apply for structural steel detailing in the US? How the hell would I know? Dude, first of all, I'm not American. I'm Canadian. Second of all, I know what I know about structural steel detailing. You could probably write on a postage stamp. So can't help you, brother. You're kind of on your own with that one. What's going on, Mikey? Hello, good to see you, man. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for hanging out with us. I am gonna sit here, and I've got the cigar lit, and I've got the coffee. I just popped the top off the coffee, and I'm gonna sit here and watch that magnificent Western Canadian Alberta sunrise. I estimate she should be coming up over that hill in about 3 to 5 minutes. I'm gonna say Canada and the U.S. are the same. Well, I beg to differ, but you're entitled to your opinion, I guess. There you go. Guard dog took care of that. The guy in the back said hi. Hey, what's going on, flatbed? Flatbed, if you're driving right now, pull your truck over. You're about to see the most Fantastic sunrise. Get on your laptop. You're about to see the most fantastic sunrise in the world. Like, look at this, man. I even got here an extra like 5 minutes earlier than I did yesterday. Hey, you got it. Tirana's first day of the rest of your life. You got it. Live every day as if it's your last, because one day you're going to be right. Getting unloaded. There you go. You'll kick back. Light one if you got it. Hopefully you got a coffee. Let's sit back and watch because I think this one's going to be stellar. I really do. If I don't die, if my coffee doesn't do me in. Good morning, Miss Thomas. How are you this morning? Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Miss Shannon Thomas Trucking has entered the building. For your entertainment pleasure, she'll be putting on her bikini and be doing mud wrestling between 12 and 2 today. That'll be on the second floor, just outside of ladies' lingerie, but just before the basketball sporting goods department. So jacked up on on delicious espresso. Oh my God, woman! I don't know how you do that. And then you're gonna go work out. Like Jesus, jumping Joseph and Mary. I don't know how you do that. We're putting a tariff on this. Tell you what, Tyrannus, you go give that your best fucking shot. See how that turns out for you, man. I'd be curious. I'll even tell you what, man. I'll even allow you to put the tariff on, but I get 40% of the tariff. If it weren't for my morals, I'd be an incredibly rich lady. Oh, yeah. And if pimping was easy, I'd be fucking your pimp. I'd be de I'd be a very wealthy man. Hey, dude, get out of there. Come on, look at the sky. Anybody notice the sky changed? Look at the color in the sky. Got me some good old fashioned loves coffee. She likes her high octane oh, doesn't she though? Holy crap. Out of all the truck stops, Love is my favorite coffee. It used to be J, like Pilot and Flying J, but now it's Love's. It's been Love's for a few years now. Thanks, Mikey. I appreciate that. Take the sub. Hit the like button too if you guys don't mind while you're poking around, waiting for this sun to come up. Now, if you look on the screen, it actually looks like the sun is up, but it's not yet. It's just a reflection on the bottom of those clouds. Listen to me, Mr. Meteorologist over here, right? I got a grade 11 education, right? That's all I've got, guys. A grade 11 education, and now I'm going to give you meteorological advice here on the weather. Lifeboatcoffee.com. It's clean, organic, and it's the bomb. Look at now she's how much are you getting on that deal? How much are you getting on that promo? I want 40% of that too, Shannon. You you can promo it, but do it on your own channel. You didn't put it on mine. I'm getting my 25% mob style kickback, honey. That's the only way that works. I used to work Bill Reed used to work at the Flying J. Hey, look at that cheap freight hauler. No snappy comment this morning. He's at work. And guess who isn't? This cowboy over here is not at work, but that cowboy over there, cheap freight hauler, is out. Ladies and gentlemen, cheap freight hauler is working. The nerve of that son of a bitch, eh? To actually take time out of his day and go to work. Who does that? What's the matter with him? Jeez. I'm on the way to the doctor to get my stitches checked. I got the arm boob removed. Woo-hoo. Arm boobs. Sorry, I got excited there for a minute. I think arm boob. Hi, I'm Luna. Well, Luna, how the hell are you? My name is Brian. This is my channel. This morning we're gonna watch the sun come up, and then we're gonna turn the camera around, and you poor bastards are gonna have to look at me, smoke my cigars, and drink my coffee, and we're gonna talk about everything under the sun that you guys want to talk about this morning. Hope you're doing great this morning. Holler, I'm doing okay this morning, man. I really am. I'm having another good morning. Got up this morning. Uh, Felt a little lazy. We didn't want to get out of bed. You know, one of those where you're just all comfy, you're cozy, you're all cuddled up. No, it's like the first one to get out of bed loses. Right? It's one of those, right? She didn't want to get up, and I didn't want to get up, and the dog didn't even want to get up for Christ's sake. So it was like, uh so yeah, we had one of those this morning. Nobody wanted to get the fuck out of bed this morning, but after that happened and fed the boy, took my girl to work and dropped her at work, and so then I came over, got my coffee, came over here and did it. So you know what, man, I'm having a really, really good morning, and I think we're setting up for a really good sunrise here. So, Lance, where am I? I'm in Alberta, Canada. I'm just outside of Calgary. Like if you go a bunch of miles outside of Calgary. I'm just outside of there. Alberta is the second last province before you get to British Columbia. So my legs aren't working right, so I'm stuck in the house. Johnny, what's going on? Going on, dog? You all right? I've been getting chauffeured around for the last week. My wife got her CDL. Dude, I don't know. I don't know how I'd feel about that. I'd love my girlfriend got her CDL. Um, I think that'd be kind of cool, actually. Fucking Tyrannus. No matter how much pressure I'm under, I'll always come back, much like the childhood trauma I've repressed. Man, I swear to God, Tyrannus, do you seriously just fucking sit there and think this shit up? Orange, you're in Vancouver. Right on. So you're an hour behind me. So it's 5:51 over where you are right now. Just the MSA fucking with you? Okay. All right. Oh. Isn't that bizarre how that works? Like, look at the screen. It actually looks like right above the horizon line, you see a little orange ball. It actually looks like that's the sun. Like the sun as if it's coming up behind the clouds, and it isn't. That's not the sun. What that is the reflection of the sun over the horizon bouncing off the bottom of that cloud cover. And that's what that is. In a second here, you'll see the cloud. You'll see the sun as it comes up. What do I think about Trump? Oh man, really? That list is long and distinguished. I mean, it's as long as my arm. Looks different north of the border. You know what? It's more beautiful north of the border. You know why? It's not taxed as heavily. We don't tax our sunrises as heavily as you guys do. But if if I'm sending this to you right now, that means it's getting cheapened out because it's being tariffed, right? It's getting tariffed. Oh, you know what it is as well? You know what makes a big difference in the sky up here, especially at night, as opposed the air quality. As I've mentioned before, the air quality. Um, we don't have enough people up here to pollute the fucking air. Right? And all of Canada is 45 million people. There's more people in California than there is in the state of California than there is in my entire country. So our air quality up here is very, very good. And then especially if you get out to the western provinces like where I'm at right now. I mean, Jesus Christ, the air quality out here is fantastic, but it also makes a big, big difference when you're looking at stuff, right? When you're looking at like the northern lights or the borealis or you're looking at like a sunrise like this, because there's absolutely zero air pollution and zero problems with the air. Your pictures and everything is so much more crisp. It's been cheapened because you're sending it to us after it's been after you've been abusing it for a while. Is that how that works? What do you think about Americans? I love Americans. I love Americans. Chris, I got no problem with Americans. I drove truck or I drive truck, and I've been doing it. I got a 35-year trucking career, and I would probably say out of 35 years, I've probably spent about 16 or 17 years in the United States. I got no issues whatsoever with the Americans. Don't always like their politics or their policies, but I got no problem with them. Love me some Trump and his tariffs. Oh, you might want to be careful. You can say it. You can think it. Don't want to say it. Anagram confirmed. 51st state. I don't think that's going to happen. Now everybody shut the fuck up for a minute. Watch that goddamn sunrise come over there. Mm. He's about halfway. I'm telling you, man, the camera does not do this justice. You got to be sitting here looking at this, really. Mm. Not bad, eh? Not bad. Like I could get used to looking at this like every day. Oh, wait a minute. I have been looking at it every day. Good morning, Jerome. Good to see you, Jerome Jones. Joe Mama. Thank you for that, Joe Mama. Rudy, good to see you, man. Long time. Haven't seen you in a while. Uh, it's your dream one day you're gonna walk on the sun. Hey, knock yourself out. It'd be good to see you. I want to visit the wide open plains out west where you can see for miles. Dude, I'm in it right now. I'm in Alberta. My I could let the dog out of my car right now, and when that sun gets a little higher in the sky, we could literally sit here, CB, and watch the dog run for about fucking 3 days. Never lose sight of it. Ah, starting your day with an early morning run is a great way to make sure. Yeah, absolutely. Like, this is one thing I've really been enjoying the last couple of days. I'll be honest with you. This is what the fourth day we've done this. And you know what? When you start your day like this, man, it doesn't matter what else happens today. We started with a great, great day. We had a fucking great morning. Second stop done. Back to ride, back to right seat riding. I go. There you go, boy. Keep the all your job is, dude, is to keep the cigarettes lit and keep the coffee warm. That's all your job is. That's awesome. We're surrounded by trees here in North Carolina. Hey, man. Take the trees too. uh, it's driver all hauler. That's right. It's driver unload. So yeah, you're doing all the heavy lifting, aren't you? Well, okay, fair is fair, dude. fair is fair, right? There's no reason why you should be. My theory is if anybody, man, woman, indifferent, well, gets a CDL, if that's what they're signing up for. If they're going to do the job, then they got to do the whole job. Fair is fair, Holler, right? Right? Come on now. See, it's got to go, but it's got to be a 50-50. She's got to get out there and sling some of those racks as well. They're on wheels. She can roll them. They're not that heavy. They're only got flowers on them. This is a real. I'll make you uncomfortable. Robin's in the house. This is a replay for him. He's an hour ahead of me, so he's already seen the sun come up. Well, here, Robin, kick back and watch for a bit. You're going to see it come up again. Like she beats me enough already. I don't need her muscles getting. uh, no, that we didn't import this sun, Rudy. This sun is a true Canadian, Western Canadian sunrise. Okay, we didn't import this one from China, and the Americans, as hard as they're trying right now to tariff it, they can't. So this one's ours. What's going on, Bug-eyed? How the hell you doing today, brother? I would imagine your sunrise is long gone, come and gone, but we're just going to sit here a few more minutes. As long as you guys don't mind, we'll sit here a couple more minutes and watch the rest of this sunrise come up. It's so goddamn bright. It's just glaring out the screen. Fake sun. Oh man, that's a horrible thing to say, Chris. The sun would be insulted if it heard you say that. What state am I in? I'm not in a state. I'm not in the US. I'm in Canada. But location-wise, I'm in the province of Alberta. Ask him if he likes the United States. Clean your windshield. Dog, I did yesterday. What it is, believe it or not, the windshield's pitted. Like, it needs a new windshield. It's got a crack in it, and it's got, like and you gotta realize in Alberta, it's normal what to be driving around with cracks and divots and punts but this windshield is actually pitted, and dog, you know what I'm talking about when I say a pitted windshield. There's nothing you can clean the windshield or wash the windshield, it's not gonna do a goddamn thing. I washed it really, really, really well to get any streaks or anything off it, but the glass is pitted, so if you wake up with the sunrise, all your dreams will come true. Happiness is what we need. I'm sat here eating steak and eggs and winding old Robert up on Messenger. Are you? Atta boy. Atta boy. He should probably be along any minute now. God, you're turning the fucking seat heat off. I'm trying to figure out when my ass is on fire. Are there lots of Indians from India in Alberta? Alberta is pretty multicultural. There's a lot of just about every, not a lot, I'm gonna say, but there's a fair mix of just about every race and culture and everything in Alberta. We've got it all out here. Grab a sandwich. Love that. That is fucking awesome, dude. So far, you've got the name of the day. Grab a sandwich. Look at that. That's pretty goddamn good, dude. That's a pretty goddamn good handle you got there. Remember when Dump looked up at the eclipse? Fuck it, Dump. I watched the sunrise in Florida this morning. Also, three sunrises in one morning. There you go. Tell the truth, Brian. The wank stains are on the inside. I'm never gonna. Come on, Bug. Like I'm gonna tell the truth. Like I'm gonna tell the truth. Joe Mama, you know Led Zeppelin? Yeah, I kind of like Led Zeppelin. I kind of really do. Thanks. It's a nickname my dad got decades ago. Dude, that's right on. Not bad, eh, dog? It took me about 3 seconds to put it together. I thought it was grab ass sandwich or grab ass sandwich or so, but grab a sandwich. Fuck, that was pretty fucking good, man. Well, I'm getting a little toasty, so I'm just gonna take the hoodie off here. And Joe Mama's talking about Led Zeppelin, and we'll show you how much wheel burner like Led Zeppelin here. Oh, now, Joe Mama, I don't know how old you are. Okay, I don't know how old you are, but I'm 55, and I would say this T-shirt is probably it's in bad condition, but it's one that I absolutely refuse to retire. Okay? Absolutely refuse to retire it. I will never throw it out. I will never put it away. It is one of those T-shirts that just is gonna be in my closet for the rest of my life. Mm. You guys had enough having your retinas burned out, or you wanna watch this a little more? I got family in Hinton. Oh, right on, okay. Zachary Brown. How's it going, Brian? Zach, we're doing all right, man. Black Dog favorite, no, oh, my favorite, Over the Hills Far Away. Favorite Zeppelin tune. Mm. Gary, that'd be cool to see how many sunrise you could see in one day. But so far, I've seen 15 by watching on YouTube. But mine was the best one, Johnny. Come on, spit it out. Oh, I think I'm going to run out of coffee quick. I'm guzzling this down today. I really am. I got given an original 72 Zeppelin tour t-shirt when my uncle passed away. Dude, I would have it pressed and then put on and then put behind glass. Nothing beats a sunrise over the sea. You know what? Hey, I can agree with you. I was singing to you. Do you know which one? Um, what song were you singing, Joe Mama? Hold on, let me think. Well, you had us with well, you weren't saying any scripture, but you were talking about Jesus and the Lord and starting your day and so and we appreciate that. Thank you. So I'm gonna say you were singing Stairway to Heaven. It's in a picture frame. Bug-eyed, I'd be doing the exact same thing, dude. That shirt would never see the light of day again. It would be behind glass. It would be in a boxed frame behind glass. I'd even have it vacuum sealed, like have the air sucked out of it and have it done like that. It would cost you, but man, that would be worth it. I've seen sunrises over I've seen sunrises over the oceans, Atlantic. I've seen it over. I've seen sunsets uh, over oceans as well. I've seen lakes. Mind you, Canada has more lakes than you can shake a stick at. It's in a picture frame, yeah. I used to have an original Hammer of the Gods T-shirt. Would you? What do you mean you used to? That shirt would probably put your kids through university today. My aunt used to go see ZZ Top when they performed in Garage in Victoria, Texas. Damn, damn. I have never seen. I never saw ZZ Top back in the '80s when they had their resurgence. Right when they had their resurgence and they got really big again. I didn't get to see them. You did cocaine with Lydia Lunch in a bathroom stall once? I wouldn't be admitting to that if I was you, dude. Damn. Damn it, that sunrise reminds me of the sunrises in Amarillo. Well, let's ask Ryan. Ryan's not in Amarillo, but he's down there in Texas right now. Uh, I think when I'm watching a sunrise, I think the best part for me is not actually when the sun is up. It's just before it breaks and the sky turns the six different colors of orange and three colors of red, and that is when, for me, when the sunrise is really good. Don't get me wrong, this is nice, but this is really blinding. Like, it's dumbed down in the camera for me, and I'm looking at the camera, but I've got my visor down right now. If I tried to look at this with my eyeballs, I'd burn the fucking retinas clean right out of my head, right? Original Omen 1, the sunrise reminds me of coming home after partying all night. Now it reminds me of work. Yeah. Well, you know what? Take a minute, Omen, or yeah, Original Omen. Take a minute and sit and relax and take a look at it. It's because you don't want it to remind you of something negative, right? If a sunrise reminds you it's time to go to work, you might want to think about, something positive before you get to work. All you need is love. Nothing beats prairie sunrise and sunsets. Baby, that's what we're looking at right now, right? That's what we're looking at right now. We are looking at a western province. We're out in Alberta, so we're out in the prairies. That land out there is so flat. I mean, it is a carpenter's dream. Flat as a board, never been nailed. It is so fucking flat out there, and the weather is nice. We got a nice little patch of cloud there, but if I scan the camera around, there's nothing. There's nothing. We got blue skies and we got some sunshine. We got six. Now we're at 6 degrees Celsius, so I don't know what the hell that is in Fahrenheit. It was probably the meds. I love the sunsets over the ocean. You know what, Omen? Sunsets over the ocean are nice. Sunsets over any kind of water. Like when I'm watching a sunrise, I want to watch it here. I want to be out on the prairies and I want to see. But when I'm watching a sunset, I want to be sitting on the dock of a big lake or like a big body of water. I want to be sitting on the dock, a drink in my hand, a cigar in the other hand. My woman in this chair beside me, and just sitting on the dock and watching the sunset. Sunsets coming down over water are phenomenal. Phenomenal. Itching to scratch. Good to see you. Thanks for popping. Thanks for popping. Now we get some funky shit going on here. It's ducking in behind a couple of clouds here. Ah, now tomorrow, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Tomorrow, my girl is starting her second or her time off hitch. So she works for a company. She works for a block of days in a row, like 13 hours a day for X amount of days. But then when those days are up, like she works them straight, but when they're off, she gets an extended like 7 days or 7 days off, right? So tomorrow will be her day one. So I will probably come out and do this and leave her in bed because she's going to want to after her hitch of doing this, working 13 hours for 7 days. Um, her first day off work is basically like, no, she's not getting out of bed. She ain't doing fuck all tomorrow. So I'll come out tomorrow, but we probably won't go very long. We'll watch the sunrise and maybe do a little chit chatting tomorrow. But just a heads up. Just a heads up. Mm. Ah, there we go. All right. Oh, guy, look at this shirt. Look at this shirt. I could, if I wanted to, I could literally, like, at the collar is almost falling out of it. Like, if I wanted to, I could literally take this shirt and just like rip it. It would fall apart, but I can't get rid of it. I can't get rid of it. I just can't. It's this shirt's probably older than half of the people in this chat right now. She needs to meet the nightmare of the chat before crashing. Well, you know what? If she wants to get up tomorrow and take the dog for a walk and come out, and she won't go on camera. I know. I'm telling you that right now, guys. That'll never happen. Um, she's not interested in anything like that, and I don't blame her. It's this is not her world. This is ours. Um, but if she wants to come out and watch the sunrise and sit here and watch it and hang out with us while we do this tomorrow, that's entirely up to her. Entirely up to her. Teresa, good morning, everybody. Today is my birthday. I'm 24 today. Well, happy birthday, Teresa. Happy 24. This T-shirt is older than you are. Like, I can't even get it to wear straight like that. I'm afraid if I. There we go. There we go. Ah, the jo- the joint is a bit big. It's not a joint. Going to the doctor. Be right back. Well, good luck, Shannon. I love you. Keep your head up. You're doing well. You're killing it, babe. Ah. What year is this? This would have been. Well, this wasn't a concert shirt. This is just one that I bought as a teenager, and there was three of them that I got. One was given to me, and two of them I bought. This is one of the ones I bought. Um, I finished high school in nights where I was. I don't get me wrong. I did never finished high school. I never graduated, but the last year before I was politely asked to leave would have been like 1988. So it was this is bog eyed. This probably would have been like an 85, 1985, 85, 86, something like that, something in there. Well, dog, some people are like that. She's just it's not her deal. She likes that I do it. She's possibly even watching right now. And if she sits at work and she's got her own little office in her little own little area there, and she can work and watch what we're doing, and so she's possibly watching, but it's not her thing. What is that you are smoking? I don't know what you're talking about, Lucy. I, I ain't smoking nothing. What are you smoking? If you think I'm smoking something, you must be smoking, Lucy. You tell me what you're smoking first. We don't. Well, she doesn't have one yet. Um, um, sh she made, I don't know, about a week ago, I was live, and she made a comment in the live, and her name came up. So we're gonna change that so that her actual name doesn't come up. So we'll do that so that if she wants to actually make a comment, then she can make a comment and stay anonymous. So what am I smoking? This is the same as the one I was smoking yesterday. This is just a real nice Alec Bradley. Not really harsh. No hard over flavors or overtones to it. It's got a three. There's three flavor changes on this. It starts out real nice and mild and creamy, then gets a little earthy, and then down the back here, you get down to the back end here, you get a little bit of little bit like a burnt oak flavor, like that. Really, really, really nice cigar. Not an expensive cigar. Um, Retail, this thing goes for about 16 to $18. Is that a Christoph? No, no. If you're gonna smoke a Christoph, you might as well take a $50 bill, roll it up, light it on fire, and just throw it out the window. That's about as much enjoyment as you'll get out of that. I was smoking an electric cigarette, but it made me sick, so I stopped. Well, that's a good idea. What is and never should be 1969? Joe Mama, good year. Good year. Year I was born, 1969. Anonymous trucker. How the hell is he doing, Robin? I don't see from him. I don't hear from him. Nobody, but as far as I know, nobody's really seen or heard a whole lot from him. Don't get excited, Lucy, when I say the word creamy. It's like you see the look on a woman's face when you use the word moist, right? Notice how I say that? Moist. I've got a handle for her. Blink twice if you're kidnapped. Fuck, she'll like that. I hope she's listening. Baby, if you're listening, that's your guess. Bog Eye just came up with your new handle. Blink twice if you're kidnapped. Hi, can you shout me out? Sure, Ethan. Shows your shout out. Good for you. Isn't that hilarious? Dog, that was actually pretty good. You got to give Bug Eyed something on that one. That was pretty fucking good. Uh, Ethan, I already shouted you out. I know I'm a little behind in comments, but let's get going. Obsessed girl. I'm not even going to pronounce that. Dude, I haven't talked to James in a year. He stopped trucking and is a mechanic now. See, I didn't know that, man. Do I have a favorite 69 car? Like Joe, of the 69 models, I'm gonna go with the Camaros. Okay. The Camaro, it would have to be the 69 Camaro, and we'll go with the Z28, 286 4-speed Z28 Camaro, 1969. The Camaro came out in 67, the Z28 came out in 68, and the Z28 SS came out in 69. So let's do that. That work for you? If lick your hair, is it a shower? If you lick your hair, dude, if you can lick your if you can lick your own hair, you could probably lick yourself somewhere else here. Dark Lancaster, what time is it here? 7:22 in the morning, AM. 7:22 AM. Go watch the Minecraft movie. Sorry, I'm not watching the Minecraft movie. There's a better way for me to spend 2 hours of my day than watching the Minecraft movie. I would say having a poo would be one of them. Scrubbing sewers would probably be more enjoyable. Stuff like that. I should text him later today. Favorite 69 is usually reserved for the wee Scottish redhead. Yeah, but then you can't ride her afterwards, dude. We're talking about vehicles, bog-eyed, not women. Big, strong baby fetus. All right. Nice name, I guess. Nathan Ma, you look buff. Uh, Not overly, not overly. Let's put it this way, I don't do anything in a gym, and I don't do any, crazy exercises, I really don't. I just probably try to pound out as many rounds of sex with my woman as I can, and that keeps me healthy, happy, and breathing right, so Would I consider drinking coffee on live? What do you think I was just doing? Favorite 69 is a Triumph Bonneville. Yeah, but you know what? You're British, so your cars over there are a whole lot. Fuck that, son. Your cars over there are a whole lot different than ours over here, right? Your 69s and like what you guys went through for the golden era of cars. Like in the United States and Canada, the golden era for cars was the 50s and the 60s, right? And that's when cars were, designs were wild and ideas were crazy and they were thinking about shit for the future. And they were always trying to, like, every manufacturer every year, every couple of years, um they were trying cars and manufacturers are trying to outdo each other, right? They got the 286 and they got the 305 and they got the 30, or they got the 302 and the 305. Then they got the 350, 351s, and they got the they just keep going and going, right? They got the 350 small block, 350 big block. Then they got 351 Windsor, 351 Cleveland. So they don't do that today, right? They don't do that today, right? They don't do the, "Oh, we got a 3.8 liter V6. Oh, we got a 3.9 liter V." No, they don't do that shit today. Europe has the most sleek designs. I'll give you that. Little cool, I'll give you that. I won't dispute that with you. I do. Guard dog, don't be correcting Muhammad. There's nothing wrong with his eyes. He's seeing just fine. He's seeing just fine. You just mind your business down there in Florida. Don't you have some fucking cattle to go rustle up or something? Don't be disrupting the chat there, guard dog. Arkshauna, how you doing? A Bonneville is a bike. Oh, okay. See, there you go. It shows what I know. 90s cars seemed cool when they got me after when they got me after then they got me after that. Okay. 90s cars didn't really do a whole lot for me. Um, I did have a brief, like, I really kind of liked like the 85, 86, 87s. Of course, I liked the Buick Grand National. Come on, man. That was the car for the 80s. That was the Corvette killer, right? That Grand National. 3.8 supercharged, 3.8 and that thing. The 85, 86, 87 were the 3 years that they made that. Phenomenal. I think the 86 was the best year for that. But I actually, for some reason, I don't know why. So I got a hair or something. Um, I really, really, really liked the Fox body Mustangs, the 85, 86, but not the Cobras, not the full fairing. I like the 5 liter LX with the trunk, no hatch, trunk. Damn, they were feather light. You could get them in a 5-speed manual. The ass end on them would be all over the goddamn place, but they were really fun to drive. Really good little car. And then I also liked, the Camaros, like 84 to 8, say 89 Camaros in there with they were kind of square in the front as well. Love those as well, right? You got them with you could get the Z28 came, well, I think, if I'm not mistaken, somebody will correct me. The Z28 had with the 305 in it, and then if you got the IROC, that had the 350 in it. Uh, yeah, I think so. I think I'm right. Do you remember days before the internet? Oh, Gabriel? Yeah, absolutely. How do you think we lived? He had me at 71 Monte Carlo with a 454, and that was rolling tank with a top end speed. Yeah, that thing there, you could drive that thing through a brick wall and you might scratch the bumper, right? Might scratch the bumper. I drive a Buick Century, 1999 Buick Century. Funny story. Uh, my dad, every 3 years, okay, or my grandfather, every 3 years bought a brand, no, every 2 years, bought a brand new Buick Century. I don't know what it was about those cars, but for years, every 2 years he'd buy a new one and he'd give the old one to my dad. So every 2 years, my dad got a 2-year-old Buick Century and it might have had 10,000 on it. Right? Might have had 10,000 on it. Chevy never made a 350 big block. What are you talking about? They had a 350 small block, 350 big block, did they not? Fox Body has always has a good following community nowadays. Still doing car stuff with them. I don't doubt that. Joe Mama, now you're talking, baby. CTO Judge. Oh my God. Oh my God. I think at one point for that year, from the '69 to '70 year, I think the Judge was the fastest street car at that point right there. I think there was something about that car, and it had the title as the fastest car. Hey, you remind me of my racist grandpa. Wow, you better go talk to your grandpa. Bloody Yank tanks. Glad we never had them here. Yeah, okay. Hello from Berlin, Said. Good to see you from Berlin. 70 Dodge Challenger, 70, 70, 71, 72 Dodge Challengers. If you want mine, if you're gonna hand me the keys to one, say which Challenger do you want? 70, 70, 71, 72, maybe 73. But that's about as far as I go with those. Love them. Big red big dog red. There we go. Ford Crown Vics, tree straight workhorse. Oh yeah. Do you know how many Crown Vics that we bought from the auctions for when the police departments were done with them? Right? Because literally they really didn't do a whole lot to them, right? When they put them up for auction or they finally got rid of them, um, literally they took some of the they took the hardware out of it, like the police hardware, the radio, but the engines were all stayed the same. They took the dividing glass out and the cage and shit out, but other than that, oh man, and you couldn't kill them. Big Dog Red, you couldn't kill him. We would do everything. We would take him up across the mud flats, jump him, fucking jump him. Couldn't kill him. Bro, make the 1980s in America great again. Okay. Mm. Ronaldo, how the hell are you? Yeah, the Judge was a beast. It was. LS or Coyote? Oh, okay. I've never driven the Coyote. Seen it, heard it, watched it, but I've never driven it. The LS, on the other hand, I've driven. So I guess from a driving standpoint, I can only say, okay, I'm ignorant in the fact that I've never driven the guy with the Coyote in it. Um, I don't know. That's you know what, uh, Bad Goat. That's a good question, man. That's a really good question. I'd really don't get me wrong. I'd love to line one both of them up, and do a quarter mile on them just to see. I really would. Picking up a 2014 Jaguar F-Type later today or tomorrow for our next parts car. There you go. I've never been a Jag guy. I don't know what it is. They're before the Ford era. When you think about it, right? When Jag was Jag, and then Ford came in and fucked it all up, and now I think they're Jag again, or they're somebody else, but they're more Jag than they are Ford. Um, I I appreciated them back then, but I don't know before the Ford era. My country is the Philippines. I've never been to the Philippines. I have some really good friends that live in the Philippines. I have some more friends that are from the Philippines that live here. It is on my list, Ronaldo, of places that I want to go to, though. You, Ryan Poole, I love Donald Trump. Brother, you keep loving that Donald. Flatbed trucker is right. 350 is a small block. Well, what's the big block? What was the big block? Oxen. What do you think about Trump? Ah, let's not talk politics today. We did fucking politics all day yesterday. We have a local department that's still rocking a crown with do you really? They're still rocking those? Holy fuck. The funny thing is, those engines in those cars, like I'm driving a Kia Soul and I could probably get away from you in a Crown Vic if you were driving that Crown Vic. Right? Just on maneuvering and handling and that Crown Vic. If we ended out on the highway, that Crown Vic would eventually dial me in and catch me driving a Kia Soul. But if I could get within a small town or into a city, you'd have no chance of catching me with that Crown Vic, even driving this little 6-speed manual. What is this thing got? Like a 1.1 liter hamster? I don't know what the fuck's under the hood of this thing. I don't know. Love Trump and don't care if someone calls me racist. Travis, nobody here is going to call you racist for loving Trump. I like him too. I'm Canadian, but I like him too. I don't agree with everything that he's doing, but I think for the most part, the way he's operating at this time right now, I will say this. I will say this about Trump over any Canadian politician. At least Trump has his country's best interests in mind and at heart in what he's doing. No Canadian politician at this. We talking? Are we back? Or what are we doing? I guess we're back. I had to move the car 10 feet backwards. I lost my signal. I had to move 10 feet backwards. So anyway, I will give Trump that. Okay, I will definitely give Trump that. He definitely has his country's best. He's not in it for the money. He doesn't need the paycheck. He doesn't need the fame. He doesn't need the glory. He's already got all that bullshit, right? You look like a Ford guy. Actually, John Doe, I am not a Ford guy. I hate to say I don't hate to say it, but I am a Mopar guy. Okay, I am a Mopar guy. I'm a Dodge, right? I'm a Dodge. Like I am all about the Hellcats, the demons, all about that. Jaguar Indian, they are, eh? I got an LS supercharged Monte Carlo 2001. Nice. Very nice. Um, there's a guy in town here. Okay. Now, I haven't been able to talk to him, but he's got a Grand Prix GXP, right? Now that was remember they had the Grand Prix in like well, we're talking like early 90s, right? So they had or sorry, early 2000s. They had the Grand Prix, and they still well, they had them before that, but the model and body style that I liked were like 2003 up to 2010. So they had the Grand Prix, and it had a 3.8 liter V6, and then you could get the Grand Prix GT. Had a couple little things on it, and it came out at about 200 and I don't know 50 horsepower or something like that. Then you can get the Grand Prix GTP, right? And that was the 3.8 supercharged V6. That would take the horsepower up to, they came out the showroom floor at about 305, 305 horsepower. Still nothing spectacular, right? And then you'd have like the car that I had the GTP, but it was the Comp G car, the competition group car. That one there was tricked out even a little bit more. It had all the aluminum chassis, all the struts and all the shit. Everything on it was feather light and featherweight and everything like that. And that thing there came out the gate and it was about 250 or sorry, 315 horse. And then GM decided, okay, well, let's do this, but let's put a V8 in it, right? So then they put the 305 in it, and they called it the GXP. But the beautiful thing of what they did, and that came out the gate, that had like 310 horse. But the V6, the competition group car I had, would outrun that GXP. But anyway, what they did, what Chevy did or GM did, what Pontiac did was they left the engine unfinished. That was the beautiful thing about a lot of those cars back in the day, like the Grand National, um, even the Ford Mustangs, the 80s, 90s Mustangs, the 5 liters. They didn't trick them out. Not like the Hondas and the Nissans and the shit today. They left the engine with enough that you could do more to it. You could always add to them. And I loved that. So then I was looking for a GXP with a 305 in it, but you can't find them in Ontario because they are all rusted to shit because of the salt. And then I get out here, and sure as shit, fucking 2 blocks from where I live, guy's got one, but I'm waiting to see if he wants to sell it because I will take the car. We're gonna slam her down, right? We're gonna slam that thing right to the floor. Um, put the proper suspension into it. Take the 305 out. We're gonna fucking supercharge the shit out of it. Probably put an intercooler in it, struts, headers, custom headers. I got a guy back home that will make headers for you, right? He will actually like take the engine and he will custom make the headers for you. Um, fantastic, fantastic. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. Good to see you, Josh. What's going on, man? Edai says I'm a drug addict. Well, you're right. I'm a recovered drug addict. I think the smallest V8 is a 5.7. No, that's the 350, dude. 302 is a 4.9 V8. 305 is, oh, sorry, 305 is a 4.9, right? V8. So that's a small V8. 286, that's a V8. Toyota Tundra. Today's day and age, good looking trucks. Believe it or not. Sorry, I'm way behind in the comments, so I'm just quickly going. Ford put food on the table. So hey, you know what? Whatever works for you. Now you're back. Okay, we're back. Yeah. Okay, got a lot of. I want to find an uh ex- AMMX station wagon with a 454 and a 5 speed on the column shift. I don't know. Could you? I've never heard of a fucking five on the tree, Johnny. You? Three on the tree. I had a 65 Ford F100. 302 with a three on the tree. Took a day or so to figure out how to get that thing shifting right. Braids and Millie. My cousin is convinced Donald Trump smoked PCP. He's a little crazy. Could be. We only buy Fords and domestic cars. We should be taking it seriously. We only buy domestic Ford. We prefer the story, but Chevrolet was the competitor, trying to get in the game. Tell me about. Um, I'm. You know what? I hate to say this. I agree, right? I agree with what you say, but it's very hard to do with reliability. I would love to sit here and say, okay, I'm going to buy nothing but North American cars from now on for the rest of my life, but I know I won't. Why? Because unfortunately, the Japanese automakers are kicking the fucking shit out of the North American automakers on quality and reliability. On quality and reliability, man. Honda, Toyota are top of the line. You can drive a fucking Toyota, right? You can put 400,000 miles on a Toyota. The goddamn wheels will fall off the car before the fucking engine gives out. You can't do that with a fucking Ford or a Chev or a Dodge or the reliability just isn't there. So if you're going to spend money, are you going to spend money on principle because you want to be a North American auto purchaser, or are you going to spend money on quality because you want bang for your buck? I would love to sit and say, yeah, I'm only going to buy North American made vehicles, but I know that's a bullshit lie. I'm lying to myself if I tell you that. I'm not. I will buy. I got no problem buying a Honda Pilot or a Honda CRV. The SUVs or the Honda Civics are fucking reliable as hell. Chevy makes a 4.8 V8. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right? That's what the 305s are. Damn. What are you smoking? Just a little stogie. Just a little stogie. Abdul, I'm in Canada, dude. We're over here in Canada, just sitting here out in Western Canada and Alberta. There's my boy, Kamal. Good to see you, brother. Damn good to see you, boy. Okay, but 300, the 5.7 is a 348, right? But just for marketing, they always round it up, right? The 302 or the 305, right, was 4.8 liters, right? But they rounded up to 5 liter. The 5.7 was 348 liters, but they called it a 350. They did that for marketing. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Hit double tap and hit that like button. Hit the like button. Poke it, stroke it, lick it, pick it. I don't give a fuck what you do with it. Just hit it. NV 3500 is a Chevy 5 speed. See, I never heard of that. A quote of the day. Yeah, I got you, Johnny. Yeah. Quote of the day. Don't wake up to watch the sunrise. Wake up earlier and let the sun watch you rise. There you go, boy. I like that. Y'all think Corvette ever going electric? I hope not, because all the cars are amazing. But recently, muscle cars have been abandoning V8. Well, you guys want some bad news? Dark Lancaster, you want some bad news? And I got this from I got this as firsthand knowledge because, like I said, my brother works for Dodge. Um, so they're they're going by way of the V8, and the Hellcats and Demons are all going electric. How does that make you feel, Dark Lancaster? How does that make you feel knowing that I just said that? Are you throwing up in your fucking mouth right now? It hurts me to say that. We call Fords fixer repair daily. Bog-eyed, yeah, we call them fixer repair daily. Found on road dead. Fucking old recycled Dodge. Oh, there's 100 for Ford. I will buy the vehicle I can fucking work on myself. That's a damn good point as well, dog. Right? Um, I myself, I would love to get back, like I was talking about, like those 80s, the 80s cars, the 80s Mustangs, the 80s Camaros, all of those, dude. Open the hood, engine, right? You're looking at it, engine, top, spark plug wires, plugs, alternator, starter, like everything. You can open the hood on one of those cars on like an 85 or an 86 Camaro or a Mustang. You can open your and you can put your hands on everything. I open the hood of this Kia. I will be 100. Good morning, Quinn. Good to see you, brother. Um, I open the hood on this Kia. I will be 100% honest with you. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. I don't have a clue. Not a clue. It's the same with my Freightliner, right? I go back and when I had that 97 W9 with the 60 series Detroit, I could open the hood on that thing and I knew where everything was, what it was doing, and what it wasn't doing. I opened the hood, and my Cascadia is a 2020. You look at any of the 24s or 25s, dude, you better be able to speak fucking Braille because it's impossible, right? I don't have a clue what any of that shit is. Do I like China? Well, I got nothing against China except they make a lot of shit. You have tattoos. Show me your tattoos. Well, I got a few here, a few there, a few up here and there, and I'm not dropping my pants to show you the rest of them. Goats, goats, my goats. You want a Pinto, eh? So it's guaranteed to blow on rear impact. I re- I remember those. Remember those? And what they had the Ford Pinto, and then what was the one that competed with it? The fucking what was it? Come on, coach, get your fucking brain working here. Was it the Gremlin? AMC Gremlin? Was it AMC Gremlin? No, it was AMC had the Pacer. Right, they were all the same fucking thing. There was yeah, there was the Pinto, the Pacer. AMC had the Pacer. Uh, I think GMC had the Gremlin. Um, maybe I'm wrong on the Gremlin. I don't know, but yeah, they were all pretty much the same. I got my first tattoo. I was 16. It was just after I got my driver's license. I turned 16 on December and then and I think the first week of January, or I got my license, and then I think a week later I got my first tattoo. China is a great and beautiful country. Well, I'll tell you this. They're a beautiful country. I've never been there, but I've seen a lot of pictures. I have friends that live there. Um, and they love it. They say it's beautiful. Do I agree with China's policies? No. Do I agree with the way they necessarily treat their people at times? No. Do I agree with the way they kind of push themselves around the world at times? No, but I won't hold all that against them. They're probably a pretty good country. So today is my birthday. Well, Queen Fatima, good for you. Happy birthday. I have one I should smoke. Hey, Daryl, if you got one, light it up, smoke it, baby. because I got another one right here ready to go. So as soon as this one's done, we're gonna. These live streams go for 2 cigars. That's all you get out of me. All right. Yesterday it took me three. What did we do? 3.5 hours yesterday. So today, you get 2 cigars. You get two stogies out of one live. So as long as it takes me to smoke 2 cigars, that's how long the live goes. So this one's we're about almost we're just over halfway on this one, and we're just over an hour into this. By the time I'm old enough, all cars will be electric and $700,000. Well, it's going to be a while yet, there, Homer Simpson. It's going to be a while yet. Don't let the politicians in the world about you tell you what it's going to be because they are incorrect. Depending on how old you are, son, I don't think you can. In my lifetime, I'm 55, and in my lifetime before I die, we are not going to see an all electric world for vehicles. It just is not going to happen. Why you love Sailor Noodle? Emmanuel, if you can, go to English. My French is, even though I'm Canadian and we are linguistical here, my French is very poor, unfortunately. Why you love SS Null? I don't know what Null is. I don't. I'm sorry. Somebody want to throw a translator up there for me? I appreciate Emmanuel. Hey, thanks for throwing it up there. Thanks for the comment. But my French is horrible. I think Dodge is changing their thought process on the V8 engine, especially since Stellantis let go of the CEO. No, you are correct. It was funny, John. That was somebody. My brother and I were standing in my brother's driveway last Saturday. We were talking to another guy. We were talking about how all that went down and everything like that. And what they did is like three years ago, Dodge went, okay, we're going by way of the combustion, the V8. We're going to get rid of it, blah blah blah, and we're going to go electric. And they made the announcement internally within the company. And then it started to get out that that's what they were going to do. And the dealerships got wind of it. So they started mass fucking ordering all these Hellcats, the Durango Hellcat, all the SRT platforms, right? They got the Grand Cherokee SRT, Challenger Charger, Durango SRT, but then they've got the Hellcats and the Durango, the Charger, the Challenger, and then they got the Demon. So they started ordering all this shit. And Dodge Corporate went, oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, let's put this off another year. So they put it off like 3 years in a row of doing it. But now they've actually come to the conclusion, okay, we think we're gonna. I'm telling you right now, Dodge is in last place in the car market for quality, reliability, everything. Okay. Um, they really are. Their dealerships, it's just their performance is poor. If they go the way of electric and get rid of the Hemi engine, you might as well. If I was you, John, I'd be going out right now and buying. sh- Spend your retirement money and go buy yourself a Challenger Hellcat, a Charger Hellcat, and a Durango Hellcat. Go buy and get yourself a TRX, the pickup truck. Get yourself all four of those. Put them in your garage. Put them under cover. Drive them once a week. That's what I would be doing if I was you, man. Honest to God. Hunter Group, I'm from Pakistan. Good for you, man. Thanks for popping in from Pakistan. My newest vehicle is a 2007. I can work on it. Right on. I'm back for now, attaboy. Their thought process, let's fix what isn't broken and see if there's another problem we can get paid to fix. Homer, you're absolutely correct. But that's the way of the industry. It doesn't matter what manufacturer, and it's not only auto, it's in a lot of shit, right? My old shakers, I could work on. Yeah, all our old ones we could work on, Johnny. I'm looking for a '70s Rover P6 like my dad had, just for the style and easy to repair. Yeah, if I could, I'd fill my garage with all, you know, uh 60, 65 Mustang, 60. 60. Then go Mustangs. Yeah, I want 65. Uh, I want the GT 350. But then I want 67, 68, 69 of Camaro and Corvette. I want the 63 split window Corvette, and then I want the 70 to 72 Chargers and Challengers. Then you got this, the 70 Judge. You're not gonna show the welcome aboard one? What are you talking about? It's depressing seeing the V8 die out, but it kills more than just the V8. It kills the car scene because there's no way to upgrade the electric motor without being a computer genius. Dark Lancaster, I 100% agree with you. I truly 100% agree with you. Now, here's the funny thing, right? Chevy is not gonna get rid of that V8. They are not gonna get rid of that fucking they're not because they're not gonna kibosh the Corvette. It's not gonna happen. They're selling fucking more. You like in Canada right now, there's a fucking waiting list to get a fucking the Corvettes. You think they're gonna fucking shoot them? Chevy is not gonna shoot themselves in the foot. They've done a lot of stupid shit, but they've not done that, not yet. Evan S. Right now I got 6 degrees. I'm wearing a t-shirt, arms out the window, windows open. I got a pretty. Oh, it's a little cloudy, but I got like over to the right or over to the left there. We got blue sky over there. A little bit of cloud cover blowing through, but nothing fantastic. Hey, Dad, that's bad for you. Well, I'll tell you what, Jose, you go find something that's good for me, and I'll try that out. Gee, good morning. Good morning to you. Keywords was the first truck I drove. Hauled two leads around. It was 160 foot. What the hell were you driving? Keywords was the first truck I drove. Dude, how old? Kenworth. Okay, fuck. All right, got ya. I'm like I said, what the hell? What the hell is a key? I've driven just about all of them, buddy. APM. I've driven them all. I've never driven a keyword. If you've got one, and I can bring it out, brother, I'll take a swing at it. Kenworth. Yeah, I've owned 3 of them. I've owned 2 W9s and I've owned a T800. Love them. Love them. Brian has a tattoo of $100 bill on his wiener so he can yeah, yeah, yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That bog guy, you know how old that is? Okay? Yeah, you know how old that is? Come on. You look like George Burns. I don't know if I want to take that as an insult or a compliment. I'll take some of Burns's money if he had any left behind. Stop talking behind my back. Oh, trust me, dude. Equinox 83, I will not talk behind your back. If I've got something to say, I'll say it right to your face. Trust me. I won't even have to do it through a fucking screen. Step up here. If you, mind you, I got nothing to say to you, so what do we care? Cigar gives me tooth pain. Yeah, I got no teeth, so I don't have to worry about. Oh, beauty, daddy. I don't think so. Beauty, I tell you this right now. I've got 6 daughters. Another daughter, another kid at the table ain't gonna make a whole big difference. Is tobacco strong? It is if you inhale it. We don't inhale cigars. Whisper Wolf, do you have a Harley? Not at the current moment. I've owned 2 of them in my life, and I won't be getting another one. My next bike, again, okay, we're gonna start a fucking riot here, but my next bike will be Japanese. I'm looking at the M109R, which is the Suzuki Boulevard. It's a cruiser, but that's what I'm looking at. Um, I like the Harleys. I like the look of the Harleys. I don't like the reliability of the Harleys, and I don't like the fucking price point on them. They are just not. Dude, a new Road King is 70 fucking $1,000. Suck a bag of dicks, Harley. You're way out of your lane. You are not the Ferrari of motorcycles here. So, $70,000 for a fucking Road King. No, no. Ivan's gaming channel says hi. Well, how you doing, man? Good to see you. So you smoke? Well, beauty. I don't know what you call this. Is this smoking? The electrical grid cannot support all the electric cars. Well, that's what we were talking about. We touched on a bit yesterday, dog. In order to supply the power they need to run all the electric cars that they want to put on the road, they have to literally dig up every major city, pull all the cable out of the ground, re-put it all in. But it's not just the infrastructure. It is the where is the power coming from? Where's the power coming from? They don't have like you'd literally need a small nuclear power generating station every 300 miles to supply the power that they need for that kind of draw that they're going to put on the system. So it's just it's not feasible. It's not feasible. You speak German, Sayed? I do not speak German. Sorry, I do not. Roland, what's the meaning of your tattoos? Um, I've got five. Oh, just on this arm. Now, this arm isn't completed yet, right? I've only got down below just below the elbow, but there are five tattoos on here, and each tattoo is blended into the next tattoo, but all five represent each one of my children. What I did is I took whatever that child, each one of my children is obviously special. Everybody in the world is special. Everybody's got a gift or a talent or whatever it is, or they've got a compassion or they've got, a love for something. And I watched my children for years, and so, like, my daughter Brianna, she is the most loving, caring person. She's most compassionate. So I took that and relayed that into a tattoo, and then it came up with that one there for her. And then my other daughter has this piece over here. My other daughter has this piece in here, and then I've got it all goes all the way over. So each tattoo is representation of one of my children. I'm back. All good. Stitches come out next Wednesday. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic, sweetheart. We're glad to hear that. Really glad to hear that. MC Cuban? No, man, we don't smoke Cuban cigars. Uh-uh. Don't get me wrong. If you've got one and you give it to me, will I smoke it? Yeah, no problem. I won't insult you by smoking it. But I'll be honest with you. Cuban cigars are overrated these days, baby. They really are. Cuban cigars are overrated. The Nicaraguans, Hondurans, and the Dominicans right now are making cigars that are on par, if not even better than the fucking Cubans, man. They really are. So why would you want to spend premium money on a premium cigar when it's not a premium cigar anymore? And that's the other thing. People equate dollar value, especially with cigars and wines. People equate dollar value with quality. Okay, you follow me? You know what I'm saying? They equate that, oh, that cigar, that Cohiba or that Christoph or whatever, that's a $90 cigar. Must be the best, must be good. You know what? I've got cigars in my humidor at home that you know what are would rival any Cohiba that are Dominican that are Nicaraguan or Honduran, and they would rival any of the Cubans, and they're like fucking $15, $20, not 80. So just because it cost a lot or because it's a big name, don't be fooled. It's not necessarily the best. Itchin to Scratch UK. Hello from Wales, man. Good to see you. Hello, Itchin. Bog-eyed Itchin, the little fucker right below you there. He's from your part of town too. Buy baby oil now before it's all gone, dude. My closet, my cabinets are stocked with so much baby oil. Mm. They had the intention to have gas powered the whole time. The electric chargers have a transmission tunnel. Really? Huh? Fuzzy Wuzzy Whack. Damn, that's another good one. We got another good handle going here. Fuzzy Wuzzy Whack. You guys are coming up with some pretty decent shit today. We got some decent names coming through. Fuzzy Wuzzy Whack. I'll give it to you. That was good. Says hi. How you doing? Bug eyed saying hi. Mohit. Hey gentlemen, are you smoking cigar? We are. If you've got one, Mohit Kumar, please feel free to light it up and smoke it. If you got a cigarette, give it a smoke, give it a light. If you smoke weed, roll it, smoke it, get it going. Robert, my opinion, the best made American vehicle. Well, here, that's hard because now they have Japanese cars being made in America. So does that count? Or you mean what is the best vehicle probably for like Ford, Chev, or Dodge, right? The big three. Um, sports, let's go sport, high-end sports cars. We're gonna go with the Corvettes. The fucking quality and performance on those things right now are off the hook. Um, but I think reliability and whatnot for North American. Well, we could count Dodge out. So it's gonna be either a Chev or a Ford. It really is. And I'll be honest with you, Robert, I don't know enough about any of them because I got no interest in them. Really, I got no interest in them. The last 4 cars I bought were all brand new, and they were all Hondas, and they all got mileaged out to 400,000 and then got turned over and bought another one, and, in 400,000, I never had a single issue with the goddamn things. There was a couple little factory recalls, bullshit like that, but so I'll be honest with you, Robert, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if it would probably be if I had to say just pull one out of my ass, I'm gonna just go, "Fucking let's go with the Ford F-150, the pickup trucks." I don't know. I don't know, reliability, I think the Ford F-150 beats the Dodge Ram, that's for sure. Does it beat the Chevs, or the GMCs? I don't know. Well, yeah, I'm right, John, trust me, I'm right about buying the Hellcats. Go buy them, put them away, and forget about them for a couple of years. They never planned on going electric. They are going to straight six, but they can still push 500 horsepower. Yeah, they can. What is it? What they do with they got one out right now. It's a 3.9 or a 3.8 liter V6, twin turbo or something like that. I mean, and it's putting out like 540 horsepower. That's a lot of fucking horsepower. That's a lot of torque to be putting through a fucking V6. You're old. You're too old to smoke. Yelenia? Yelena. Okay. I'm too old to smoke. Isn't it the other way around? I'm usually too young to smoke. You need the Chevelle. Yeah, agreed. The end, agreed. Lambada, hi, how you doing? I love the 67 Plymouth Satellite. That thing's a fucking land yacht though, Robert, right? That thing's a land yacht. The front end of the car is in one area code, the back end of the car is in another area code. I've never seen anyone smoke that thing except Wolverine. Oh, U.S. isn't getting rid of gas powered. You know what? I can't see them doing it. I just, like I said, the infrastructure and the timing is just wrong. You can't do it. It's not going to happen. Hydrogen engines are already being manufactured, and that's what's going to replace the electric engine. Uh, John, I don't know. I haven't done a whole lot of research on the new hydrogen engines, but I do know a lot about the old ones. Hydrogen is clean, yes, but is it reliable and is it stable enough? Like, let's face it, back in the not late 90s, yeah, late 90s, early 2000s, the transportation industry, the trucking industry, they went and they tried the hydrogen, went the way of the hydrogen, and they were making freight liners and I think Freightliners and Kenworths were both producing hydrogen powered trucks. And yes, they could work. Two things that came, two downfalls to it is A, they couldn't get the horsepower they needed out of it, right? The engines couldn't burn it to get the horsepower they needed to do it. The second thing is refueling the goddamn thing, right? It's not like you could roll into any Flying J in North America and get refueled with a hydrogen, right? It just doesn't work that way. But there was also the other problem is of all of the power plants, the hydrogen is the least stable. So, do I see that going in the future? It may be. If they, in the event, have got it all figured out and they can make it work, then okay. But yeah, I don't know. Sorry. I'm so behind in comments. I'm just gonna hear burning big blunts. Nah, it's just a stogie, dude. If you smoked a joint that fucking thick, you'd blow your brains out in 5 puffs. You getting Suzuki when what about the VMAX, Brian? The new ones are monsters. No, don't need don't need a monster. That 109R is a 1800 cc bike. More than enough. Hold on a second, sorry. More than enough. Um, the price point on them for the used ones is really good right now. The ride on that bike is exactly what I'm looking for what I need, right? I need a soft ride without bottoming the bike out because of my back, right? And those Suzukis actually have that. And I know you're all gonna go, oh well, you can get a fucking Harley now with the soft tail, it's just this and yeah, you can, and you can do it with the Hondas as well and the Yamahas. My personal preference, and that's all it is just a personal preference. Right now, my personal preference is with those Suzukis. Okay, I've ridden them. I've done long distance on them, right? I've done tours on like, they are just for me, they're what I'm looking for, so that's what I'm gonna go with. They're building roads that charge the cars they drive. That I would like to see. That would be interesting. I'd be curious to know how they're doing that, really. Yeah, exactly, APM, where are they doing this? The end, if you could throw up where they're doing this, like, throw it up on the screen, let us know how and where they're doing this, I would love to research that. Yeah, exactly. When did they get fucking electricity to flow through rubber? The only thing I can think of is that you'd be dragging a hook or something, like the streetcars got the hook out the top and it runs along the power line and they're gonna do what, the same thing with the cars or vehicles and have one out the bottom? Yeah, you'll be picking up everybody's garbage. Dark VR 101, good to see you. Yes, and hi. Bye. Have a good day, sir. Dark Star, Dark Lancaster, man. Good to see you. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for coming out, brother. Were you in the military? Joe Mama, no, I was never in the military. You know what? I have very, 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 very few regrets in my life. Okay, I've done a lot. I've been around. I've seen a lot. And I've done some pretty shady shit, but I've also done some very good things, and I don't have any regrets. One of the very few regrets is that I never ever ever served my country in that way in the military. I really, really wish that I had. And I don't mean made a career out of the military, but at least gone into the military and done my part and served. I think what is it now? Like, or I don't know what it was back then, but what was it like a minimum of 3 years or 5 years or something like that when you sign up? Um, so I never did that. I wish that I had. That's one of the very few regrets that I've got in my life. Can you do a trick with the smoke? Yeah, it's a little too drafty here. We can blow some rings, but I'm not into that. I'm gonna go watch the Minecraft movie. You go knock yourself out with that. I can think of a better way to spend 2 hours. They have okay, here's the end. PM Auto, they have started in multiple states. I saw a story about a northern Indiana. It's not gonna be a quick thing. Northern Indiana. Have you seen the fucking roads in Northern Indiana at the end? Good Lord. They ain't doing nothing where they're charging nothing through the roads. They got to fix the fucking road first. Mixed edits. How much is that? How much is what? How much is what, kind sir? How much is what? What are we talking? Hello, back. Remember me? Abder 210. Do I remember you? Most names I remember. If you've been in long enough, like this asshole down here, Tyrannus, I remember him. He pops in from time to time. Usually got some smart ass thing to say. And those tins of little acid from the House of Drews are addictive as fuck. Dude, start smoking cigars, Tyrannus. Just go get yourself a big old fucking box of fucking cigars, and just open them up, cut them, and start smoking them one after another. Actually, do that and take a picture of it and send it to my email. I'll put it up on my fucking channel for you. The most expensive cigar I have had was the worst I have had. PM, you want to know someone? You want to know something? That's the way I feel about like the Cohibas. Um, they're expensive as fuck, but they're just terrible cigars. They really are. Dollar value to quantity is not necessarily correct. There you go. Coming from a man who would know. Chicken Hawk. Good to see you, Mike. Flops through $1.99. That's $1.99 US. So that's what, 250 bucks Canadian? Thanks, man. Unk Yap. Okay, whatever you say, Jack. Let's give that a like. We'll like that one. Hello, man. Annalisa. Good to see you. Thank you. Hey, Chicken Hawk. Still working at the military, sir. You or me? I'm not. It's also what you like. It's taste. Chicken Hawk. Sorry, it's a little early to be breaking out the tongue and the licking, isn't it? Well, it's never too early. Who am I? Ask my woman. We didn't get out of bed this morning. She was almost late for work. So, yep, still there. That's exactly what that Chicken Hawk might. You and I think a lot alike, and you know that. I'm willing to pay for good quality. If it's something that's good quality and it's something that I like and it's worth it, I'll pay for it. But I won't buy something just for the fact that it's labeled as, oh, this is the best cigar, or this is the best wine, or this is the best anything. I won't buy it just because of that, right? I will buy something a whole lot cheaper because for my personal taste, right? Chicken Hawk is not, what's today? Wednesday. He's not in Florida right now. He's probably on his way back. But he should be back in Florida at some point tonight or tomorrow, and then he'll probably be jumping in the old plane and going down to the Keys. At which point, I will get a fucking text message from him while he is in a drunken stupor, sitting at the bar, probably smoking a cigar, watching the sun go down in the Florida Keys. Tell me if I'm wrong, Chicken Hawk. Tell me if I'm wrong. Why Honda is so popular in America? Because they're reliable. You can beat the living crap out of them, Joseph, and they just keep on going. Keep on going. Flatbed trucker. Unfortunately, I have to go to this state called New York. Son of a bitch. Problem with New York, PA, New York, Jersey are the goddamn toll roads, right? It's the goddamn toll roads. You can spend $200 in a day on toll roads and pretty much blow all your profit out the window. Boom, New York. Yeah. As a truck driver, fuck all four-wheeled vehicles. I feel the same way. Sir Shapiro. That's a good name. Hi, bro. Doing great, but doing smoke is not good. Take care. Thank you very much. This dude is going to buy a haircut, but bro can't afford a cigarette. Can't afford a cigarette. Why would you want to smoke a cigarette? I can afford a cigarette. I can afford lots of cigarettes, but why would I want to? Mhm. 68 AMC Ambassador has a fold-down bed in it. Why you feel the need to tell us that? But, hey, yeah, I'm too old to be speaking? Okay. My nighttime is, it's nighttime in my country. Mr. Cigars, where are you from, man? You can always put where you're from. You don't have to give us the town or the city or anything, but what country are you from? Brian is the Timu version of Wolverine. There, there you go. Oh, that's fucking good. Crag Rat, that's pretty fucking good, man. Balrite, sorry, that's pretty fucking good. In Africa, Toyota is the best. Well, Toyota, Honda, it makes no difference. They're both. Oi, oi, hey, Tyke, I hear Bug-Eyed was pissing you up there a bit, eh? Did he get you all wound up? It doesn't take much to get old Tyke going, but when he does, oh man, sit down, strap in, and get ready for a fucking ride, everybody. Mm, there it is. There it is right there. Oh, that's the that like I said yesterday, this part here is where most guys usually throw it out. Do not throw out your cigar. Smoke it up to about there. I know you're gonna burn your your fingers, fingertips. So, this is delicious. This is absolute. This is where you get like the burnt oak flavored and the burnt wood like that. Oh my god, it's so fucking good. Why I think I know this dude. My name, my name. Well, I don't know. Do you know me? Is Western Star a good truck? Jen, it used to be. It used to be. Back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, early 90s, early 2000s, when a Western Star, believe it or not, was originally made as a logging truck out of British Columbia, Canada. Western Star is a Canadian truck. Nowadays, they were bought by Freightliner or by Daimler, or Mercedes. I don't know what fuck it's owned by. They're owned by Freightliner. So Western Stars now are basically Freightliners. They got a little more class inside of them, right? Because they've got the Western Star wood and all the wood panel, the actual. They've got all that, but are they any better? Really, reliability? They're no better than a Freightliner. Celebrity Master Chef, all full episode, free. Hello, sir. I am from India. That's a hell of a name for somebody from India. Wow. Wow. Did Tolga come in here? Oh, the guard dog saying, where is that Tolga? There we go. We don't know where Tolga's at. APIT, hello from Italy. Hey, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, exactly, Tyrannus. Western Star is the top of the line Freightliners. It is. If you go look at the new Western Star, like the 2025 Western Star, the with the exception of the hood, the cabin and the bunk are identical to my 2020 Cascadia. The panels, the side skirts, the tank skirts and everything might be a little bit different depending on where the def tanks are, but it's identical. Identical. Same rolling chassis, same suspension, same everything. They got the DD15 engines. You can get them with the DD16, the 16-liter engines, but the same Detroit engines in them. But the insides are Cadillac'd up. You know what I'm saying, Tyrannus? Right? They're Cadillac'd up. They've got all the higher end shit in them. I don't think it's worth it. Smoking is a terrible addiction. You know what, Bernard? You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I agree 100% with you, sir. You get worst drug on the planet. You get ashtray breath. Wow. Does Husqvarna make any good street bikes? I know they have decent dirt bikes. You know what, Quinn? I don't know if they make street bikes at all. I don't know. That would be one of those questions that you'd probably have to ask somebody. I know they got the dirt bikes, but His choice. Yeah, thank you, Johnny. Out of the Haps, the Suzuki is the better looking bike. I think so. Yeah, where is Tolga? It's 511 where he's at. Yeah, I don't know where he's at. I do know that he's been very busy. Like I can hear the nicotine in your voice. Get it checked. Oh, dude, you're treading on thin ice. Like, just carry on. Go bugger off. I have a 100cc Yamaha, and I'm happy off-roading with that. Very reliable. Exactly. Suzuki is the last Japanese bike still actually made in Japan. Yeah, I think we talked about that, didn't we? Yeah, it's the only one that is still manufactured in Japan and shipped over. How you keeping today, Robert? Okay, there we go. You guys are talking. I'm just gonna quickly see here. Did you watch Film Ministry? No, didn't say hi. You are priceless. Thanks. Can I join you? Hey, Derek, come on in anytime you want. Join away. Sit down, have a good time, light your cigar, light up a smoke, spark your doob, crack your beer, pour a glass of wine, whatever it is whatever it is that tickles your fancy or gets you wet, knock yourself out. Tristan Arts, hello, hello. Would you smoke Century Sam's? Hell no. Are you kidding me? That's cigar abuse. Alejandro, how's it going, brother? Dude, I'm doing all right. Generic shit is better than brand names. And a lot of times, Kelly, you are absolutely right. I would have to agree with you. Have you ever played double? No, I've not. Petey Weedy, I've not done any of that. Thanks for asking. No, I'm in Florida. I get home on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Wow, look at you, eh? I'm just scanning Johnny. I said, "Oh wow, he's so far." Cigars are more expensive, Carl. They are more expensive, but I don't pay retail price for these things, so I get a bit of a break on them. Sorry, I'm just gonna see if we can. Which Chicken Hawks fan? Western Star is now a Freightliner. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, I'm out of here. I left 20 minutes ago, Brian. All right, Robin. Thanks for coming out. Are you doing tonight? Maybe we should just outside. We should just what? Outside Jason Statham? Oh, okay. Da, 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 I just oh, there's Tolga. We found Tolga. I guess he's here. Yeah, we're at the bottom. Okay, finally got to the bottom. Chicken Hawk, salute my friend. There you go. Tyke Truck, good to see you. Uh, Tolga and Kamal are our two main moderators on the channel. Um, they have pretty much carte blanche to do whatever they want. If you get out of line, they don't need my permission to shit can you. They will, and they have. Simp, I appreciate that. Thanks for the sub. Hit the like button as well. What do we got for like? We got 57 likes. We're doing all right. Not too bad. RD Gaming, how you doing? Good to see you. Ryan, you are a legend. Well, I don't know, Tolga. You've been getting pretty fucking loose with that legend thing. I think we had to step back last week with Shannon Thomas, right? Now we gave her the legend status. Shannon Thomas made legend, but I don't know. I don't know. Kate Smith 2009 said hi. Well, man, how the hell you doing? Tolga, I was just about to explain to everyone that there is only one reason Tolga is not here. Whining and oh yeah, okay. Wine and dining with some sexy lady would be the only reason Tolga is not here. That would be the only excuse, right? Chicken Hawk. If he's going to show up late for class, he better have a note saying that he was whining, dining, and 69ing, and she had better be a good-looking woman, right? That's the only excuse not for Tolga not to be here. We know he's not lying. He has exactly what he do. Art Carney, Ed Norton, the honeymooners. What on God's green earth are you talking about? Blessed be our founding fathers. What are your thoughts on on oiled up oiled up Elon Musk? I don't know what you're talking about. Oiled up Elon Musk. My thoughts on Elon Musk. Um, I think he's a genius. You got to give him that. He's a genius. But do I agree with him and what he does sometimes and the way he works? And not necessarily. Is he? I don't know. Is he good for the world? Yes. Do we need people like him? Yes. No, but not. The problem is some of the people that you need are some of the people you really don't like. Even though you need them, even though you don't like them, you still might need them. He's one of those. Sunday Slagger, hi, how you doing? Video proof? Yeah, I want video proof of that too, dog. Uh, he stubbed his toe. That's fucking good. That's fucking good. Yeah, he's dying, eh? I look like Art Carney. Well, thanks, man. What car am I driving? I'm driving my girlfriend's car, actually. This is I keep forgetting it's a Kia because obviously the Kia emblem's right here, but it's a Soul, a Kia Soul. I don't drive the car. I put it on. Right, that's how little this goddamn thing is. It's absolutely fucking. It's absolutely fucking tiny, but it's a good little car. It's a little six-speed manual with a 1 point whatever liter engine in it. It doesn't go worth a shit. You got to turn the AC off to get it to climb a hill, but it's a good little car. It'll go about 9 million fucking miles on a tank of gas. Chicken Hawk sounds charming, but I'm usually nerding around. In fact, yeah, yeah. Just you know what? Just go with the fact that we're telling people that you're a fucking that you're this big stud from Turkey. Okay, just go with it. There you go. There you go. Oh, my lady is sexy for sure. Do you agree with Trump setting up tariffs? No, I don't agree with it. And I think a lot of Americans, you shouldn't be agreeing with it either because it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. It's going to hurt you guys more than it's going to hurt the Canadians, us Canadians. But we went through all this yesterday. Elon is what is referred to as the bitter medicine. Say there exactly. Turn up the video speed. Exactly. You said it better than I did, actually. Thank you very much. Same thing with the government restructuring right now. It's necessary for survival, but it's going to be uncomfortable while it's happening. Elon Musk is the same way. I live in my Ford Econoline. Well, it's good. You could be living in your Ford Pinto. There you go. There you go. Tolga, let Chicken Hawk take care of take care of your living your media status, your social media status. He'll have you as the king of fucking Turkey within a week. I have a van and a life 80s economy as well. There you go. You guys should park back door to back door, open your doors up. You got a double wide, right? What car is it? I just told you what car it is. It's a Soul because you're thinking you're losing your soul while driving it. It could be. When I drive truck, I make 100,000 a year. Live van life, five Canada. I love America. There you go. There you go. Turn up video speed. Do you have a channel? Is that like a do you actually have an active channel that you're doing stuff on? I can't check here. If I was to I can tap on your name and go check your channel, but if I did, it would drop the stream momentarily, and I really don't want to do that. So, um, hold on. I'm gonna take a screenshot. There. I just took a screenshot, so I'll remember to go back later and check to see if you actually got a channel. Also, what type of cigar? This is just an Alec Bradley, a nice little Nicaragua, a nice little Honduran. Uh, really, really good, really flavorful, not overly expensive. It's necessary. Yeah, it is necessary. With anything like when you're dealing with Trump and Musk and all of what's going on right now, the restructuring, anything that's going on, you know, it's going to be uncomfortable, and there's going to be some short time pain for long time gain. You know. Tolga is a big stud, always out with sexy women, drinking martinis, shaken, not stirred. Shaken, not sired, of course. You mean stirred? Slept in this morning. What's up? All right, Bull. Good to see you, brother. We doing? There we go. How's that? Doodle-doodle-doo. Still buffering for you guys too, right? Yeah, I guess it is. Anybody? Bueller? Bueller, are we back? What's up, Unc? Parker, what's going on? Welcome back. Okay, so we found it, did we? Had to go out and fucking find my signal and reel it in. There's, it's working. Ryan, we're working. Great. Greg, good to see you. How's it going, brother? We're okay? All right. Thanks, man. I don't know what the hell happened. It happened yesterday, too. Right? We're right around the 2 hour mark, which we're at right now. And I don't know, the internet just dumped. Because I've got a really good signal out here. Like I'm right on the outskirts of town, so like I'm within a mile of a fucking tower. I've got a full signal. I disappeared for a minute. Well, here, I'm gonna disappear for a second. We're gonna get rid of this one. So I'll ask you guys again. Yeah, I gotta go put another. I gotta go put another dollar in the meter there, bog eyed. Um, I'll ask you. You did yesterday as well, so I'll ask you guys again. We're 2 hours into this, and I've got another cigar here. So are we gonna stick around? You guys want to go for? You guys want to go for another cigar, or you guys want to call it a day and take off and do whatever the fuck we're doing? I will leave this entirely up to you. If you guys say light it, we'll light it up, and we'll do another. We'll do another cigar. If not, we can fuck off, and everybody can go about their life today. Spike says hello. The internet has been sketchy for a few days now. Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know what's going on. It's been sketchy out here. Like I said, but I get 2 hours out of the live, and then it gets sketchy. There you go. There you go. Mm. Mm. Oh, so what are we doing? Are we lighting this thing or what? Yeah, I might jump on a train and go see an old duffer in the Yorkster. Speak English for Christ's sake, son. What the hell is a duffer? Is that like an old friend, an old girlfriend, an old piece of ass? I think of a duffer. When you say something like that, the first thing that pops up to me is you're going to go find the first thing I think of is you're going to go find some old girl that you used and rode hard and put away wet. Am I a racist? Oh my god, are you guys really? Looks kind of green. I don't know what's wrong with your eyes. There's no green in that, man. That is a nicely look at that. That fucker is well is hand rolled. It's well wrapped. I got I got a little bit of a looks like a stem or something. Still, ice cream for life. That was a good handle like that. How's your day going, Patrick? I'm doing really well this morning. I'm really having a good morning. We were here about 2 hours ago. The sun. We sat and watched the sun come up and do the sunrise. And I've finished one cigar. We're gonna light another one. And if you guys got the time and you want to hang around, we'll light another one and do another the little bit here. I got about 3 mouthfuls left on my coffee, and but I got no problem with that. It's a nice gar. Thanks, man. Let's lighter. Let's lighter. Get her a little toasted first, right? Always toast your cigar before before you light it. Everybody knows why you toast a cigar, right? Oh, there we go. Oh, hold on. I got to read that. I like that. Somebody said something real cool here. Burke Breedy. Coffee, tobacco, and chocolate. The recipe for long life. Oh, god damn, are you right? Man, you nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Tyke, in your day, the word buffering was to go for a quick wank. It still is. As soon as the thing started buffering, he started stroking. I dip snuff, never smoked, so I'm not sure why you toast them. What you do is in travel, from the time that it's rolled to the time that it makes it, say to me, the end of the cigar will pick up impurities, and you will taste those impurities when you do your very first light. So if you just light it without toasting it, you will actually taste, like, you might get a bitter, or you might get like an off metallic or something. And those are the impurities that because these aren't capped, obviously, right? So you just give it a little toasting, burn off any of the impurities, and then when you get your light, you get your first, like, your first haul on it, you get that first initial flavor, and you get it right back here. That's why you do that. That's bad for your lungs. Mia, you know what? That may be bad for your lungs, but if you think about the world today, of all the things that are going to kill you, chances are this cigar is going to be the last thing that kills me before something else does. There we go. Uh, but you mean God the Father in the Bible, not Jesus. I don't know what I mean when we're talking about that. I do not have a religious background. I am not a religious man at all. I do have a belief and I do have a faith, but it is not per se the way that it's not from the Bible. So, coffee, tobacco, chocolate, and bacon. Okay, bog eyed, keep adding them up. Yes, 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 and yes. Keep going, right? Leo trick shot. That's a big one. That's a decent sized stick. It's not bad. It's a 6 by 60. Here, hold on. I got actually got the ring for this one. Honduran. Yeah, it's a 6 by 60. Really, really flavorful. Very delicious. No, don't do that. Brenda's saying don't light it. Okay, well, do you have to inhale cigars? No, you don't inhale cigars. I don't inhale this. You pull the smoke in, you hold it in your mouth, you open the back channel between your mouth and your nose. A little bit of smoke goes up through your nose so you get the full flavor of it, and then you blow it out. Right. And that's how you taste it. You taste it on your taste buds and through your nasal passage. And that is how you truly taste a good cigar. And you get the nicotine through the pores of your mouth, right? I like the turn up the video speed. I really like some of the things you're saying here. I think it's more about rendering things down to what they do and function versus fashion of things. Absolutely. My friend, that is some fucking deep shit you're thinking there, and I really like the way you're thinking. Mazar, can I get a shout out? There you go. Neo says wrong. I don't know what we're wrong about. I've been wrong about a lot of shit in my life, believe me. What's up with your main? I'd fill that thing up with some very fine cannabis. I'm not allowed to smoke cannabis. The federal and provincial governments prefer that I don't, and I kind of got a good life today that I don't. Jim, good to see you, brother. Thanks for popping in. Um, Jim 64. I found Jim over in Ernie's chat, and he's been a faithful bopper back and forth. He bops between me and Ernie, and it's great to see Jim. Thank you always, Jim, for your support, popping in, giving us a quick view and a like. I appreciate that very much, man. Do I inhale it or puff it? I puff it. I'm a puffer. And that's basically where most Americans got it wrong over the last number of decades. Dude, agreed. Again, agreed. Hello, old man, sir. JVL, good to see you. Was that Roblox piano player? Where do you guys come up with your names? Some of these are really fucking good, by the way. That's a pretty good handle. Ah, Tolga, you know what? Let them go with the cigar, like, unless they're getting totally stupid or ridiculous. But it's a cigar, right? It's a cigar. You should be more afraid of the chemtrails and 5G towers over the damn cigar, Patrick. Exactly. You know, exactly. There's a thousand things in life that are gonna kill me long before this fucking cigar will. Long before the cigar will. So the fact that I'm smoking a cigar, hey, throw me a bone here. I never get work done when you're live. Well, that's not my fault. I'm not. I don't tie you into your fucking. I don't take you into your office, tie you to the fucking chair, and make you look at your phone or look at your screen. A tidal wave. Are you drunk? No, sir. I have not been drunk since March 20th of 1993. And March 21st was my first day of sobriety. I'm a recovered drug addict. So I've been drug and alcohol free for 32 years, since March 21st of 1993. So am I drunk? Look at me, motherfucker. Look at me. Look? I'm already wound up tight enough, but I'm already fucking a little squirrely here and there. Could you imagine me fucking wound out on a few lines of coke and a bottle of Jim Beam? Are you crazy? What's it taste like, honestly? Garlic Gordon. This one here, right now, it's like a real nice. I don't know how to describe the first flavor on this cigar. It's a real creamy. It's not like a wood or an earthy flavor. It's hard to once I get up here, then we get into like the earthy flavors, a little darker, a little more harsh, and then up here we get into the burnt oak and the burnt flavor. But the first flavor here is really, really good. It's a nice sensation. It's a really good smoke. Don't worry about the cigars. It's generally work that will take you out. Turn up the turn up the video speed. We're doing a lot to take care of that as well. I'm taking some time off work only because for the last 2 years, man, I've been working 6 days a week, 13 hours a day, and I'm burnt out and I'm tired. Right? I am. I'm burnt out and I'm tired. I've recently moved out to Alberta. It's my permanent home now from Ontario, and I'm taking a little time off to spend some time with my girlfriend. And I will be going back to work in one form or another in the future, but I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. Right now, I'm just enjoying my time. I'm getting my head right. I'm getting the body rejuvenated. Um, that's all I'm doing right now. Diesel therapy. Love your name. Love your. I wish I fucking had thought of that one. I would have stolen that one. I would have stolen that one all day long. Diesel therapy. That's what I do for a living, brother. I drive truck, and that's what I've done my entire life. That's all I know. Driving truck. What up, sir? Good to see you. Therapy. Hell of a handle on you there, boy. Justin Henry, good to see you again, man. Thanks for popping in. Hey, y'all. Tank Lee, break 19 for a radio check. You're coming through 5x5, son. Break it on down. See you on the flip side. Landon I vape. I'm smoke, but the cigar could kill you. Well, you know what? I'm a gambling man. I'll take those. I'll take those odds. I will take those odds. We got a copy. Big 10-4 over. There we go. Where are you at, old timer? Right now I'm sitting out and look at this. This is what I'm looking at. That is Alberta. That is the Alberta prairies right there, baby. Flat, flat. I could let my dog out to run away and we could watch it go for fucking 5 days, man. Will the tariffs work? Short term, sure. Trump's going to fill the treasury with a bunch of money fast, but at the end of the day, it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. It's going to hurt the Americans more than it's going to hurt the Canadians. No, Bretta is the only one to take me to the office and tie me up. Dankly, congrats on being. Thanks, man. It's been a long ride. It's been a really good ride, though. Let me tell you. Let me tell you, honestly, after the first 5 years of sobriety, getting my ass, getting my head straight, and getting off the shit and all the junk, and getting all of that done, the first 5 years was a little rough. But let me tell you, man, I've got a good life today. I've got six beautiful grown adult children. I got six daughters. I've earned every gray hair on this face. Six daughters. You hear that? Six. So yeah, I'm taking a break right now. We just lost an economist the other week because of the lung cancer. He wasn't even smoking the cigarette or never drinking, never going to clubs. Just imagine. Yeah. Allowed to. I knew what you meant, Ryan. Smoke a joint. I can't smoke a joint. Hey, dude, do you think we're in the second Cold War now? We could be. We could be. But the problem is with the first Cold War, you knew it was the United States and Russia. But now there's too many other components in play right now, Gaylord. Like obviously there's Russia, but Russia. first of all, Russia's pretty much out of bullets at this point from the Ukraine. But China is the big player right now. China is who the United States is got to be the one that you got to be watching right now. What's your what the fuck, you love bug? What are you talking about here? What are your thoughts on the increased price of electrical components? Well, right now, love bug. It's the increased price on everything. Anything coming into the U.S. is being tariffed at a minimum of 20 fucking percent or 25%. I think, except for steel. Didn't Trump there? He lowered that down to 10%. But yeah, I'm telling you, you guys aren't going to be able to sustain that. So with cigars, it's the taste, but there's no hit. No, Tank, there is a hit. This cigar contains as much nicotine as a one light pack of cigarettes. So if you smoke an entire pack of cigarettes, light cigarettes, it contains the same amount of nicotine as this. Now, you don't inhale like with cigarettes, you inhale them into your lungs, and the nicotine gets absorbed through your lungs and then processed into your bloodstream, and that's what gives you that rush, right? When you have your first smoke in the morning. The nicotine with this, I don't inhale the smoke, but the pores in your mouth, believe it or not, your mouth has millions of pores in it, and the nicotine gets absorbed. So, yes, I do get that hit. I do get that hit. Sick bastard. Word. What's going on there, Eric? Damn good to see you, boy. I know that you guys were all live over at, I think, what, Moto went live. I don't know if they're still live over there. Um, Good to see you, man. Thanks for popping in. Sick Bastard's another one on my list of people that I absolutely have to get together with and visit when I get down to Florida. I got to go see Guard Dog, of course. You got to go see Johnny. I got to go see Sick Bastard. Definitely got to spend some time with Eric. Probably do a ride. Get down there. Get me some Buck Brown as well. You know, got to see Eric. Got to see Sick Bastard. Definitely. Gee, good morning. Good to see you, man. Alberta, huh? Used to be the radio station 1060 AM I could pick up on the West Coast that played classic country and the Calgary Stampede memories. You know what, dude? I'll be honest with you. I've only been living here about a week and a half, so I couldn't tell you jack shit about that, but it would probably make sense and it sounds pretty cool. I'm pooping. We'll send you the proof. Baby 10-4, bring it on. Just use a Ziploc baggie, eh? Don't do like what you did last time and get one of those little doggy poo bags and just tie the end up. No, no, Ziploc this time, Sterling. Right? Don't fuck around. Good to see you, my brother. As you all can see, Sterling Wheel is blue, so he is one of our moderators, and he is quick with that fucking button and will turn your ass into dust if you get out of line. OTR is a good life. Fast money, no expenses. I wish I could convince more Americans to do it. Is it though? Fast money, no expenses. Turn up the video sound speed, dude. I've been doing it 35 fucking years. 35 years. I'm an owner operator, so I own my own equipment. Let me tell you, man, it's not fast money. It's good money if done properly, but it's not necessarily always fast money. I guarantee you that. Me, I appreciate for the kindness, Sterling. You're the best man. Yeah, he is. You know what, Sterling? I believe you. I believe you're pooping. You don't really need to send me the. You don't need to send me the proof. I believe you. Looks just like the Dakotas. And well, the state. Uh, Turn up the video speed. The state due south of us. I'm 3 hours from the Montana border. So I could literally tell you that I'm in Montana, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I look like I'm at the local dogging site. No, I could be. I don't know. I don't know what else is around here. That's a big ass blunt. Yo, Will Burner, how you doing today? 21. I'm doing all right, man. Just lit this bad boy. We're gonna see how much of this we can get through. We're at about 2.5 hours worth of live going here. We're doing all right. Logan, what are you talking about? Logan, I don't have a goddamn clue what the hell I'm talking about. Why don't you tell me, brother? Throw up a subject and we'll talk about it. Anything you want. Anything you want. We'll talk about anything from Dixie cups to tampons. I don't give a shit. The tariff should only be used as a temporary measure to measure which countries are worth doing business with. That's a good point. It's also, I do agree with a quick fix of what Trump is doing is let's get some hard cash into the treasury. Your treasury is fucking empty. Your fucking country is that close to broke. Okay. So you need hard currency in the treasury as fast as possible. But once your coffer is full, get rid of the tariffs. Trans kids rule. There's another good handle. How we doing? Hey, sir, my toddler came out as trans. Can you give me advice? No, not really. You know, I've got one of my daughters is married to a trans, and so I have that aspect in my life, and all I can tell you is trans, non-trans, male, woman, female, them, they, that, their, fucking whatever they want to call themselves. Just love them. Love them. Let them live their lives. It's not your life to live, it's their life to live. Let them live their lives the way they want. Respect their choice and just keep loving them. That's the only advice I'm going to give you, man. We all going to die anyway. Better enjoy a puff of smoke than not. Liam, agreed. I'll smoke your joint. So I got the pictures you sent me yesterday. I I lit up a cigar. I was going, hey, I'm going to light up my second cigar or whatever. Sick bastard sends me a fucking message of the doobies lighting up. It's like, all right, so I'll smoke the cigar and the sick bastard's lighting up a joint. Attaboy. Logan, smoke weed or vape but cigar? You know what? I don't smoke weed. Again, I'm not allowed. But I do, and I don't vape. I used to vape. Can't do any of that. Mia Hepworth, hey, well, hey, that's a big blunt, my boy. Already dead. Well, you know what? If it was a blunt, I'd get about 5 puffs off of this, and I'd probably blow my brains out. It's China versus the U.S. now. You're right. I agree, Gaylord. It is. Waldo Small, hello. William Ho, yo. Willow, Grandpa, I finally found you. Yo, look at you go. The comedy is just rolling through here at high speed. Living good. Hey, what's good, bro? I love me some nubs in the morning with a coffee. There you go. Well, I got the stogie and I keep forgetting about the coffee. Let's get that going, eh? I love what they were saying earlier. You know, get your morning started, get your heart going. A little bit of nicotine and caffeine and some chocolate and bacon. Oh man, you can't start your day any better than that. Woo. Grandpa, I finally found you. I can't even pronounce that word. Dr. Salamena, forget it. If I tried to pronounce that, I'd butcher it. But you said hi, so I'll say hi back to you. Ultimate Football, buck 99. Thanks, man. That's $2.38 or $2.68 Canadian. I'll take it. Thanks, man. Hey, how you doing today, man? I'm doing all right. I really am. I'm just sitting around, doing a little live, smoking a cigar, drinking some coffee, shooting the shit with you, chit chatting and whatnot like that. That's all I'm doing today. That's all I'm doing today. 8 jillion vlog. Eight. Ate. Americans will do fine. Maybe people will learn how to shop at a thrift store temporarily for a change. No matter what country you're from, you should always buy local. I agree. Two fours in the door. There we go. Ziploc freezer bags. Thank you, Sterling. I appreciate that. I don't need a mess next time I open a package from you. What's going on, 2-4? Good to see you, brother. You're a little late, son. We're on the second stogie already. Oh, here we go. There we go. Kick that motherfucker into high gear right there, eh? Ah, strip bot. What's up, fool? I'll send back at you, son. Waldo Small says hello. If you're Florida bound, I'll pop over. I've got digs in Daytona. Hey, dude, do you know how much fucking time I've spent in Daytona, and how many fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars I've pissed away down there? Let me tell you. You want to come down, Bog Eye? You want to come down Daytona? I'll run Daytona. We'll go down and do the Daytona 500, and then go back for Bike Week, bro. Script bot, can I roast you? Man, take a swing at it. Do what you got to do. Robert, you still in here? Yeah, he's probably still fucking around. Can I smell the smoke through the screen? If you can, you're a better person than I. John Hip, can I sub to you? Man, you sub to whoever you want. You want to drop a sub on my channel? I do. Turn on your notification, though. That way, every time I do something stupid like this and want to sit around and shoot the shit with you guys, at least you'll get notified and you'll know you can come in and bullshit with the rest of us. Bonzo FN69 breathing air. Well, the problem I've got right now is the air is interfering with my smoke quality. That's the problem I've got right now. You fancy a Florida trip when I'm sorted, hooked up with Brian? Hey man, you want to come on down? You want to come on out? I'll run down to Florida with you. Everybody saying hi, low quality, hi, da da da. Hit the like button, thank you, Gaylord. I don't think the USA can pump back so easily after removing the tariffs. It would take 10 years. Maybe, maybe not. It's the way you run OTR. I would never buy a truck. There are companies that pay over 100 grand a year with a 10% match on their 401k. So how do you make it work? Very carefully. You have to remember first and foremost, okay, when you make the jump, when you're not a company driver and you're an owner operator, you're not a truck driver first, it's a business first. And that's where people forget, right? They automatically think, oh, I'm an owner operator and I've owned my truck and da da da. And they just put fuel in the tank, turn the key, hammer down, and start grinding. It doesn't work like that. It's a business, and you have to know the business. You have to there's the trucking business, and then there's the business of trucking. The trucking business is what we do, right? Sterling, if you're here, you know what the fuck I'm talking about, and you can attest to this. Sterling's going through it right now. All right. Sterling's made the jump. He's an owner operator again. He was an owner operator before, but then he was a company driver. Now he's back to being an owner operator. There's two. There's the trucking business, the business of trucking. The trucking business is what we do. You go here, you pick up freight, you load it on the trailer, you drive, you deliver, you get your bill signed, da, da, da. That's the trucking business. The business of trucking is all the intricacies that go on behind the scenes to make all of that happen. Okay. And if you don't know, if all you know is the trucking business and how to drive a truck from here to there, and that's all you know, then you know what? You're going to fail. You need to know the business of trucking. And I'm not saying that I know the business of trucking, but I know enough that I've been an owner operator now for 24 years, so still successfully going at 24 years, and we're doing okay, right? I'm not, there's been some lean years, there's obviously been some tough years, and it's going to be like that in any business, but overall, we're doing all right. Hi from Guyana, smoke crack every day. There you go. Just got off the phone with my sister. She's going to need a liver transplant. Everyone that prays can say, everybody drop a prayer for Ryan Davidson's sister, please. 104% on those nicotine and coffee. I wish you would. Well, it doesn't matter. I won't pay the tariffs on that. Um, Low quality. I have a question. All right, knock yourself out. What's your question? Hear me out. Okay, we're waiting. You probably already asked the question. I'm so far behind. Never saw anyone smoke cigars before people could flex them on social media. Hmm. If everyone lived and did whatever shit they wanted, we won't have a social, and you would have that cigar in your, I think you meant you wouldn't, but, I don't know. I think the world would be a better place without a little with a little less government. Obviously, we need a government for certain things to get done. But would the world be a better place with a little less government? Yes, absolutely it would. Have you ever smoked a Cuban cigar? I've smoked fucking a whole mountainside worth of fucking Cuban cigars, brother. Watchdog's the best. Yeah, this one here is Honduran. But yeah, I've smoked absolutely thousands of fucking Cuban cigars. And then after investing, basically, that's when you start looking for cheap housing. Man, you really got this down, eh? Should I give 500? Are you MAGA? Make America great again? Poop, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm Canadian. But would I like to see the country of the United States succeed and do well? Of course. Because when you guys do well, us in Canada, we benefit from that. Other countries benefit from that. So Yeah, of course. Of course. Mm. Air is low quality and the sanity of your daughters. What about that? What about that? My all 6 of my daughters are college or university educated. They all work, full time. They all have good well, they all have fairly good careers. You know, they're all doing well. I did my job. My job was to raise them, get them started, get them the best chance that they could possibly have at life, and get them out the door, and I did my part. Did guard dog come back in here? He did, and he didn't come in right, so we're not gonna acknowledge him. Right, guard dog, yeah, okay, Kamel's taking care of that's it, Kamel, tune him up a bit, eh? Get a remodel on my house, and I just think it was a giant waste of money. I've remodeled a couple houses. I How about now? We good? We good? Got sound? Check 1 2 5. Fuck, I don't know. Yes, we're good. Stephanie, thank you. I don't know. I don't know. Don't have a clue. I took the earbuds out. Is the sound all right? Or you want me to put the earbuds back in? The earbuds weren't dead. I sound is good? All right. All right. Good morning, Stephanie. Great to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Thanks for coming in. Do me a favor. We got 82 likes. We want to try to break 100. We want to try to break 100. You looking good on that stream, Cook. Respect for doing the thing. Keep grinding, cut, and doing what you got to do to entertain the homies. You know what? I'm not trying to entertain. You know what? All I'm doing is just sitting here hanging out with a bunch of people that want to talk. And you guys know how to fucking talk. I'll give you that. You really do. Sun's out, buns out, ladies. Quinn, I like the way you're thinking. Did we do 100? Yeah. Actually, you know what we did do? We did 108 yesterday. 108 likes yesterday. So we want to try to break 100 today. We're at 82. So let's get that. What do we need? 18 more? 18 more to break 100. There's a fucking magpie right here beside the car. And he's out there. He's picking at my old cigar stub. The old cigar stub. Dude, if you can pick that up and get it in your mouth, I'll light it for you. He just looked at me. He's like, fuck off, old man. He flew away. What's more intense, getting drunk in bed or getting high? I've never got drunk in bed. I've laid in bed and smoked a joint and then got up. But I've never, ever, never laid in bed and got drunk. Not lately. Gamer Ritvik, hello, how you doing? We do it for the, what? We do it for the Habibi. What? For, oh my God. I'm telling you, man, you guys are killing it with the names. Oh, well, actually, you were here yesterday. Good morning. How are we doing today? You know what? I'm doing all right today, man. I really am. It's getting warm, although you see the sun coming in here. What are we at? We're at 11 degrees. It's a really nice day today. Got a light breeze running from east to west here. You smoking the biggest joint I ever seen. Oh, if that was a joint, let me tell you something right now. UK, if this was a doob, I'd be so high right now I wouldn't be sitting upright. Literally. So don't be shy. Hit that like button. Get on it, fuckers. Let's go. CR7 Goat, how old are you? Man, I'm 55. Edward Murray says hi. Stephanie's laughing. Bad baby. Oh, come on. Did you hear that P. Diddy bought LA Lakers, went up in the locker room and said, oil up, everybody. The party's about to begin. LeBron oiled his ass first. All right. Solo edit. Cigar. Yeah, we like cigars. It's been a very long week. Went to bed early last night and just now I'm getting up and ready for the day. I have a lot to do. Well, man, get on it. Get yourself a coffee. Right? Get yourself a coffee, get yourself a cigar, spark a joint, get a shot of vodka, whatever it takes to get the motor running, get it running and get it going and get your ass out of bed. Quit fucking around. Live every day as if it's your last, motherfucker, because one day you're going to be right. Audio is more right. Okay, so we're doing better without the earbuds. There we go. Bryce Conklin, I sub. Thanks, Stephanie. This is great. Hey, thanks for coming in. You look great for your 50s. Thank you. Thank you. You know, the parts are still holding on. Nothing's fallen off yet. We're doing all right. You know, the motor's a little tired now and then, but, you know, we still got some miles left on us. Smoking cigars is going to not make you reach 65. I beg to differ. If I don't live past 65, it will be something else that kills me long before the cigar will. I guarantee you that. You will not believe where I live. I probably would. Hit that big ass cigar, that's why it's hot in there. Forever life in the spirit never dies. You could be right. You well could be right. Are you CIA? Not this week. We do it. We have the most funniest personality. Well, thanks, man. I'm just sitting around, just some old guy sitting around smoking cigars, shooting shit. I have an older friend, and she's been smoking for years and drinking coffee, and she's in great health. It's funny, eh, Stephanie? You always hear about, oh, that guy Bob down the street, he had a massive heart attack and died, but he ran 5 miles a day. He never smoked. He ate healthy. He didn't drink alcohol, yet he dropped dead. The guy on the other side of Bob, you know, smokes 40 cigars a day,
chews chewing tobacco, puffs down 2 packs of cigarettes, eats everything with grease and cholesterol and everything under the world, drinks fucking 24 beer and a 40 ouncer of Jack Daniels, and yet the guy fucking is going to live to be 90, right? He's going to live to be 90. You look like my Willow. I look like your uncle. I probably look like a lot of people's uncle. I wrote your phone number in poop on the truck stop bathroom wall. Make sure you write the right number this time. You gave last time you put my old number in, and that poor old lady down the street that and 2 towns over that got my old number, she's getting some pretty interesting phone calls. So Sterling, make sure if you're going to do that, use the right phone number. Everyone is different, I suppose. G Money, they are. No two of us are the same, that's for sure. Very true. Everyone's different. Absolutely. Salty Sip. I love that. Good name. You look like Orange from Tomcat. Okay, I don't know who that is, but I don't know if you're insulting me or complimenting me, but what the fuck, whatever. Nice Sterling wheel. Now someone's going to call you thinking it's a drug dealer. No, well, it's okay. You smoke too much? Ah, well, Lily, we all do things too much. If you can't do things to excess, why not? Why do them, right? That's why my great granddad lived to be 94. You know what? My great grandmother, who just passed away a few years ago, and my grandmother, who only died last year, they lived well into their 90s. And damn it, man, they were healthy, right? The body just gave out. That was literally the joke from Grumpy Old Men. His dad would say something like, God forget me, eats bacon, smokes camels. There you go. Compliment. Okay, Salty Sip, thank you. I'm cute like an orange tomcat. All right. Actually, I don't have an orange tomcat. I have an orange Devon Rex cat, and he's adorable. I named him Diesel. Someone at your church is 100 years old. Man, if you make it to be 100 years old, right? If, in my opinion, if you make it to be 100 years old, you should no longer have to pay tax. You shouldn't have to pay for health care. You should be able to walk into the liquor store and get anything you want for free to drink that day. And if you smoke, you should be able to walk in and get anything you should be able to walk in the dispensary and they just throwing bags of fucking weed at you. If you live to be 100, that's what you should be. Those are the rights. It should be passed into fucking law, right? That if you live to be 100 years old, damn. Taco, what you doing there, boy? What you doing, Unc? Well, son, I'm just smoking a cigar, talking bullshit with Stephanie. What else? My grandpa dies on a horse letting the cows out in the morning at 101. You know what, dog? That's a good way to go. I guarantee you he probably went out doing what he loved doing, man. Right? Exactly, Ryan. If you're 100 years old and you can carry it out on your own, it should be yours. You own it, right? Goddamn right. Goddamn right. If I not think that for anybody, dude. My grandpa died at 100, mean as fuck. Well, cheese cannabis, not everybody's happy. I'm going to be honest with you. If I make it to be 100, I'm going to be miserable, right? Just from the aches and the pains and all the bullshit that, I don't think I'm going to be a happy 100-year-old. I really don't. Although when I die, and I told my girlfriend this, and she wasn't overly thrilled with this and didn't, she's got an awesome sense of humor. Don't get me wrong. My girlfriend's got a fantastic, wicked sense of humor. But she didn't find this funny. And I told her, I said, sweetheart, when I die, I'm going to die at about 85 years old. And it's going to be, well, I'm going to have a massive stroke and a heart attack at the same time while I'm on top of my 20-year-old girlfriend. That way I can come and go all in one shot. She didn't see the humor in that. I don't know why. I thought it was funny as fuck, right? Cheese cannabis, I thought it was funny as hell. But I don't know. He said he called it, did he, Johnny? He called it. He said he would die that way. Hey, Put the earbuds on so I can listen while I'm walking. Once someone retires, there shouldn't be property tax on their personal house. I agree with a lot of that. I do. He was pissed his whole life, but yeah, being 100 is worthy complaining about. If you again, if Cheese Cannabis, if you make it to 100 years old, you've got some rights that the rest of us don't have. Just the fact that you live to be 100. Blessings from North Korea, capitalism or communism? Well, fuck capitalism, man. What's the matter with you? You're not really from North Korea. Everyone knows they don't have access. Dog rolling on the floor laughing. Of course, not because she loves you. Well, come on. Just look at it from a woman, from my standpoint. If I make it to be, like, I'm 55, right? If I make it to be 85, that's another 30 fucking years. Like, you gotta throw me one, right? Like, come on. Come on. We have a long, what's that? Ritz T says hi. Well, how you doing, Riz T? We have a long, far relative. She's alive and she's 119. Jesus Christ, they live long in Pakistan. You fucking people. No wonder the Pakistan and India, no wonder the fucking populations are so fucking high. You fucking people don't ever die. Mm. Willow, you're probably my favorite guy that lives. Well, thanks, Willow. You're probably one of my favorite people that comes in and hangs out with us. So there you go. Stephanie, too, even though she throws typos up. She didn't like that because she loves you. Well, I know. I knew what you were saying. You're going out with a cigar. I will. The cigar will be sitting on the ashtray burning, right? It'll be sitting there burning because I had to put the cigar down to take care of the 20-year-old. And then I was hoping to get back to the cigar, but probably didn't, right? So I can puff and then come and go all in one shot. How's that? That work? I think that works. Again, I don't think my girlfriend didn't find that funny. Retired by 30, then it's worth living to 100 years old. I don't think so. I think if you retire by the time you're 30, by the time you're 50, you're going to be so fucking bored that you won't know what to do with yourself. You'll be wishing to fucking die. There was an American World War II veteran that smoked cigars and drank whiskey every day. He lived to 113. Thank you, Greg. Thank you. There you go. Right? It's always that guy. It's always that guy. I'm not saying I'm that guy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm that guy, but it's always that guy. It's always the story you hear, like I said, the guy that runs the marathons, does all the body workout, never smoked a day in his life, never touched a drop of alcohol, drops dead at 30 or at 50, right? And then there's guys like Greg just talked about, drank whiskey every day, smoked cigars, and lives to be 113. Guard dog, perfect analogy. Willie Nelson. Keith Richards, guard dog. Keith Richards, another one, right? It's another. Willie Nelson, I am convinced that when Willie Nelson eventually does pass away, they're going to cut the body in half and they're going to find the fucking cure to every known disease in the world. It's in there because it hasn't killed him yet. The man is fucking bulletproof. Nothing has been able to kill Willie or Keith Richards. In there is somewhere is the magic elixir that will cure every disease in the world. Willie Nelson's got it, and so does Keith Richards. It's about balance ultimately. You know what? The homeless Pokemon, I can agree with that. The body doesn't build up a tolerance, and it's about balance ultimately. I can agree with that. If you didn't die in World War II, time as a soldier, I won't expect an early death because smoking or drinking type of simple reasons. Yeah, okay. My granny's dad, what? Granny's dad drank whiskey and smoked like crazy and he lived to be 96. That's what we're talking about, Willow, right? Would you rather get caught lacking or living paranoid or live paranoid forever? I don't think I'd live well paranoid. I did live paranoid for years as a drug addict. It's a horrible feeling. I think I would rather live any other way in the world other than living paranoid. Hey, what's going on, Narc? Good to see you, man. Oh, hold on. You sent me an email. So this is the real 21? I did not get an email from anybody with from you, Sean, or from Narc or anything like that. I have not received. I will go look again, but I check my emails several times a day. My truck ran good last night. Hammer Lane all night. Attaboy. Well, Hammer Lane, hopefully hopefully 65 miles an hour. 20 viewers. LOL. Ramen, who cares? Who cares? There's 20 people or 20. There's 24 now, but there's 24 people in here just shooting the shit, having a good fucking time, smoking, drinking coffee, and telling bullshit and talking bullshit. Who gives a fuck? The numbers aren't important, really. It's possibility. It's possible, Quinn. It's possibility. All the beautiful women keeping Willie alive and well taken care of. Yeah, you could damn well be right on that. I have severe OCD. I literally live in a paranoid. Live in paranoid. It is horrible. I do know what you were talking about. As a drug addict, when I was a practicing drug addict, obviously I'm not anymore. It is a horrible. Being paranoid and living with paranoia is a horrible way to live. You will never get the sensation of peace if you suffer with paranoia. Ellie said hi. Good to see you, Ellie. Thanks. Rashad. Can you say my name, please? I just did. Try to make the OCD work for you. Well, I don't know if you can do. I don't know if you can do that. I don't even know if that's possible. That's the example of Steve Jobs. Didn't he die in his 50s? Exactly. Hey, mate. How are you? Well, we're just killing it here. 65 miles an hour. Cute. Yeah? Yeah? Uh, 65 miles an hour. Okay, we're gonna take Sterling to school here. Sterling, you run that truck any way you want for a year. And I'm gonna run my truck any way I want for a year. We're both gonna do the same work. Same location, same load, same everything. At the end of the year, you're gonna run that truck at the speeds that you run it, and I'm gonna run my truck on a fucking mileage based fucking speed conscious business. At the end of the year, you're gonna have maybe done 5 more loads than me. Let's equate that up to maybe say about what, $12,000-$15,000 worth of revenue. You're gonna out revenue me by 12, 15, maybe $20,000. I'm gonna kick the living fuck out of you on fuel mileage. My fuel bill for the year will be a minimum of 30 grand less than yours. So in turn, I've not put as many miles on my truck. I've not generated as much revenue as you, but I have made more money on my fuel. So I've not worked my truck as hard. I've run less miles, but yet in the bank, I've got more money than you do, and I've done 5 loads less than you. You can't argue. You can't argue math. Math doesn't lie, Sterling. I run by the mathematics. Mathematics do not lie in this business. On the other hand, Willie Nelson may still be alive just because of laid back, relaxed lifestyle. Who fucking knows? I don't know what it's going to take to kill Willie Nelson or Keith Richards, but one way or the other. I had to run like Shannon last night. Hey, dude, I've had this talk with Shannon too. But hey, you know what? At the end of the day, it's not my business. It's not my place. You know, if you ask, I'll tell you. But Sterling, you've been driving truck a long fucking time, dude. You've been driving it a long time. You've got your own authorities. You are an owner operator. You know this shit. You know this shit. Getting somewhere 550 miles, 7 hours, 7.75 miles per gallon. That's very good. But 7.75 miles per gallon on today's industry, when the average truck coming out of the fucking lot right now is getting over 9, that's off the fucking lot. All of us that are running in the sevens, we're losing money. You need to be an 8 mile per gallon truck all day long, right? And that's just unfortunately, man, that's just the way the times are, the way business is changing, the way things are working. You got to be a minimum 8 mile per gallon truck. All these guys that are running 5 miles per gallon, 6 miles per gallon, you know, you, I promise, if you want to run your truck at 6 miles a gallon, at the end of the year, write me a check for $10,000 because that's money you're just pissing away. And it's more than 10 grand. I'm just being generous. Okay. You write me a check every year for $10,000. That's for the money. That's the penalty you're going to pay for pissing your fuel away. The problem with OTR is the hours of service, the 70-hour rule. If it wasn't that drivers could slow down, save fuel, less wear and tear on the motor, I don't need there to be 2 days early. No, I do agree with you to a degree. When we were on paper logbooks, and Sterling again can attest to this because he ran paper, when we were on paper logbooks, we were less tired, we were less stressed, we didn't have to work as hard because you could make time up, right? And you could do it safely. Now that you're on an e-log, all we're doing is racing a clock. From the time you go on duty in that morning, that clock starts ticking backwards, man, and you've only got so many hours that day to get. And that's why people rush and hurry, and that's why people fucking hammer down, got to be doing 75 miles an hour. I don't. I don't. Okay? I don't work like that. I don't work like that. Load planning, route planning, fuel management are the three most important things in trucking right now, and maintenance of your vehicles. That's what it is. If you don't have a handle on that, stop doing it. Aren't you the guy who was behind the camera in Minecraft movie? I don't think so. How often do you trim your nose hair? Don't know, I haven't checked. My Cascadia was 8.2 for the Portland trips a few years ago. 8.2 is good. The bottom line at the end of the year, your profit is what counts. Exactly, Robert. But the problem is, very few people know what profit is, right? Hold on. They just automatically assume that they go, oh, I did this and I made this. I got X amount per mile and this and that. And they've got all this money in the bank and I made a profit. No, they don't know what profit is, and they don't know how to calculate what's profit, right? They don't know how to run their business and control their fixed costs and their variable costs, and what their profit, where the line is for their profit, from where everything stops, and above that is your profit and below that is your operational values and costs. Very few people know how to do that or calculate it. The ones that do know what profit is at the end of the year, what your profit is. Okay, Robert, I've got my business tuned down to the point where I know what my profit is daily. Daily. I know what my truck generates. I know what it costs me per day. I know how much I make per day, and I know where my profit line is every single day. So, but once I get above that line, I know I know that I've made a profit. Very few people know that. It's too bad. Hi, I'm new from Blame the Patty Mac. I love that name. Fuck me, that is a good name. Hi, I'm new from Scotland. How you doing, man? We're doing okay. You seem to be doing all right with a name like that. Get it, India. Gears or rears, Sterling? Hold on, Sterling, did I miss something, Sterling? Sorry. Sorry, Sterling, have I missed? Plus, I'm fighting bad alignment and drives. Well, if you're fighting bad drive tires, unfortunately, if you're going to put new drive tires on, then you need a 3-axle alignment, obviously. Gears or rears? And that's the other thing. Sterling, what's the gear ratio on that truck? 58 miles an hour is 800 RPM in 12th. So what's that? 330. What do you got? 336s? 800 RPM in 12th gear is 58 miles an hour. So you're either 336s or you're 308s you've got in that. And either one of them are good gear ratios for what you do. Those are good gear ratios. You know that. I don't have to tell you that. A fucked up alignment can cost you almost a mile per gallon. Anybody know that? If you've got a fucked up alignment on your truck, yeah, Our trucks run at 1,000 to 1,200 RPM at 56, and that's a really good fucking, that's a really good ratio to be running at. That is like those trucks there at 56 miles an hour are set up for fuel mileage. What the fuck are people saying in this chat? So out of line. Your mods are awesome. Um, my mods work hard. Trust me. See, I don't. Stephanie, I don't have to worry about nothing. All I got to worry about is the comments. The between Cabale, Sterling, and Tolga, we're all good. As a company driver, when I choose to work, I do the same thing with math when it comes to reducing the home cost. 5K per year to live. 100,000 at a company probably would have made a good owner operator. You probably would have done all right. Managing your costs. Managing your costs is so important. It's a momentum truck, yeah. It's a Canardly truck. What does the tattoo on my left arm say? Oh, yes, you're looking in there. It doesn't say anything. I've just got pictures and shit. There's no words. Joe Secret Garden says, cheers. Cheers back at you, brother. Please be appropriate. Take it easy with the spam. Hey, if you got a spam, go ahead. We'll knock you out. You support the tariffs? Not really. Why would I? If you're an American and you support the tariffs, that's fine. Support them for the first couple of months, but they're going to come back and bite you in the ass, Soul Reaper. They are. Yo, bro, I got fucked up head gasket 09 Nissan Sentra. How much would it be to fix it? Couldn't tell you. You know who would know? Sterling would know. Praying and hustle. Sterling would know. Wouldn't have a clue how much it would cost to do a head gasket in a fucking Nissan Sentra. Can't be that much. Benzie, you got a 69. God, we don't kids. You a 69. God, and we do not want kids in here. Eh. Yo, bro, got fucking okay. I'm 18. Is there an age limit or no? We prefer that you're 18 or older, only because, you know what, we do talk about some certain things that just are not kid appropriate. I occasionally say bad words and use some foul language, and so do certain people in my chat. And I don't discourage it. I don't police it. The only word you're not allowed to use in my chat is cunt. There's only one person that's allowed to use that word, and that's Robert Tyke Truckin'. Other than that, if you start throwing the C word around, that they are going to throw you out. But other than that, man, say what you want. When did you get that tattoo? There's 6 tattoos on here, and one up here, and one over here, and I've just had them all done over the years. That's the biggest cigar I've ever seen. Oh, I've smoked bigger than this. There is an Alec Bradley, and it's called the Ranchero. And I've smoked it. I've smoked it live before, and it's about like that thick. I mean, it's like fucking huge. And it's about, I would say it's about 10 inches. It's just a big cigar, and it takes almost a day to smoke it. The D channel says hello. Well, hello, man. Yeah, I think where most OTR companies or carrier individuals fail, it's the home cost. They get into a truck thinking it's going to save them from bad problems at home. Dude, let me tell you, that's the worst way to be thinking. Best first car. Fuck, I don't know. If you're like 16 and it's your first car, go find yourself a beat to shit old F-150. That way you can bounce it off every lamppost in town. You're not going to do any damage, and you'll be safe. Lindsay Joe, I'm 40. Well, Lindsay Joe, I'm 55. You lost art and craftsmanship. 2025 money lost. What is that? You got a decimal point in there, so what that actually says is 800, but I think you're saying 8 billion. If you lost 8 billion, okay. Brown cameraman, there's a fucking handle for you, eh? MT Bikes for Fun says hi. Feel the Steel, piercing tattoo. Tattoo and piercings. Didn't we see you yesterday? I think we saw you yesterday in here. Or Steven Seagal is the same as a C. Yeah, Steven Seagal is definitely a big C. Randy Swigger, what cigars you like? I prefer Honduran and Nicaraguan and Dominican. Rocky Patel, Alec Bradley, Fuegos. I'm not big on I like Cubans, but they're overrated, so I'm not big on them. And the price point on them is ridiculous. Is there a general topic or talk about whatever? Soul Reaper, speak your mind. Call Stefano. Call the police, but stop. Well, we're not. You can call the police, but we ain't stopping. Mm. Oh, Jax, that one was for you. That one was for you. Mm. Oh yeah. Why do you like? Yeah, I love the flavor. I love the taste of the cigars. Absolutely fucking love it more than anything in the world. Hi, wishes from Angel Pogs. Hi, wishes from Ireland. Well, thanks for popping in from Ireland. Some motherfucker in the chat talking mad smack at you. Dude, come on. Whatever. Talk all the smack you want about me. As long as they're talking about me, right? Soul Reaper, as long as they're talking about me, they're leaving somebody else alone, right? Toyota Tercel, last generation. Bill, that's a great first car. Yeah, okay, you want a good first, go get yourself like a fucking 95 Civic. Or any of those for like the last generation Toyota Tercel, Corollas, all of those. All of my kids all started out with those cars, right? 500,000 fucking miles on the goddamn things, and they were still rolling when they sold them to fuck for scrap. Asking because my friend doesn't smoke or anything regular, but we'll have a cigar. So it's the taste. Brianna, it is 100% the taste. Nico, appreciate that. Thank you. Love from India. Good to see you, man. Thank you, Trinity. You can curse, but you can't say the cunt word. I prefer you don't. I can say it. I don't say it very often. If you hear me saying it, I'm pretty pissed off. Every once in a while, there's some people in here that have been with me a long time, and they know that every once in a while I'll go off on a tangent and we'll get a really good rant. I got known for it at one point. We've backed off on that, but when I get into a really good rant, you'll hear the C word coming out. But that's about it. Like I said, the only other one that's allowed to actively say the C word and use it is Tyke Truckin'. Tyke Truckin' has been with this channel since pretty much the day I started it. He's probably in the top 5 of guys that sub to my channel. He's been with me since day one. And it's been a hell of a ride with Tyke Truckin', and he's my boy, and he can do pretty much whatever. He's got pretty much carte blanche, whatever the fuck he wants to do in here. So do I inhale? No, I do not inhale. Well, here's the problem. Turn up the video. If you're going to be an owner-operator, you can have zero debt. Like, don't get me wrong, you can have a mortgage and shit like that. But you're not coming into this business with a $10,000 credit card bill and a line of credit that's racked up to, say, 40 grand and shit. That ain't happening. If you're going to be an owner-operator and be successful today, before you even buy your truck, you're going to have 20 grand sitting in the bank with nothing to spend it on. Then, depending on the price point of your truck, you're going to have at least 25% of whatever that price point is. So let's say you're buying a $100,000 truck. You're going to have another $25,000. That's your down payment on your truck, right? That's your down payment and your deposit. And then you're going to work your terms and all that on your purchase and all that kind of shit. So you're going to need probably 50 grand just sitting in the bank with nothing to spend it on, right? You're going to have your $25,000 deposit and you're going to have a fucking 20 grand just sitting there. You cannot come out here already loaded with debt. One check engine light. Now, I'm telling you this from experience, okay? I've had to replace. I know what an engine cost, right? I blew the motor out of that Volvo, $52,000. Okay, blew the motor out of the Peterbilt. Okay, uh, that was a C13. That had to be redone. That was $41,000. So it gets expensive. One check engine light will cook. The way was a joke in the community that I run around with, that if you can go into the shop, you get a check engine light, you go into the shop and you come out with a bill of less than $1,000. That is an excellent day. That is a fantastic. You're doing the fucking happy dance all the way down the driveway, baby. How much do cigars usually cost? Asking from Australia. KC, I'm going to be honest with you, it's different. Every cigar has a different price point depending on the quality, the wrap, where it's from, the manufacturer. They all vary. This one here in Canadian funds, now I don't know what Australia, what the dollar's worth in Australia, from Canada to Australia. You'd have to look it up. But this one here for retail is about $18 Canadian. That would probably be about $13 American. So I don't know what, like I said, I don't know what the price point is on the Australian dollar. So you figure that out. That's what that would cost you. Bill, Marine taught Bible over 60 years. Shepherd Chapel. YouTube explains the whole Bible. God bless. Well, thanks for sharing that with us, man. What brand are you? I'm smoking. This one's an Alec Bradley. Biggs. That's sweet. Okay. You know what? Very well said. Turn up the video speed. The leaner man can always run faster than the one with the weight on their back. I got to write that shit down. You're spouting some good shit today. Right. Or is it like wine and you swish the smoke around and take? That's exactly what you're pretty much doing. Pretty much what you're doing. Kicking in the door. I'm back. Just had Mrs. on the phone. There you go. I thought you were about to say you just had Mrs., but okay, if you had her on, depends on what you had her on the phone doing. With these phones today, you can do lots of shit. My axles are so you got 264s. Okay, so, somebody made a crucial mistake. The 264 gear ratio, Sterling, was originally brought out when Volvo came out with the iShift 12-speed automated with overdrive. That is what the 264 gear ratio was originally put out. If you've got a 264 with a 12-speed auto and you don't have the auto drive, you're still in good shape, but that gear ratio was specifically designed by Volvo for the 12-speed auto iShift with overdrive. 264 is a great gear ratio anyway. It still is. It will make you money. You will make money on your fuel as long as you can keep your goddamn fucking big foot off that goddamn accelerator. Use your fucking cruise control too. If you have to run it at 70 miles an hour, Sterling, cruise control. I am the biggest advocate in the world for cruise control. I can run 70 miles an hour for 100 miles and then on the pedal. And then if I run the same 100 miles on the cruise control, the computer is going to get me better fuel mileage because it can hold, right? Your foot is always going to be constantly, cruise control doesn't do that. Roll some up, okay. My husband and I had a Chevy 88 Chevy Suburban. That's a fucking land yacht. That's a tank. Brianna, man, where are you going in that? Greg, my temperature right now, I'm at 9. Well, I was at 11. I'm down to 9 degrees Celsius. It's comfortable. I'm still in t-shirt, and I don't have the heat on in the car. I got both windows open, so doing all right. What do you think about the tariffs? Motion fix? I don't think much of the tariffs. A 1980s van is a great starter vehicle for a young man. It's an apartment on wheels. It's instant panty remover. You're the guy that rolls up to the party, that opens the side door. You've got the keg, you've got the bed, you got everything, right? It's like instant panty remover. Eamon, good to see you, man. How the hell are you? Long time no see. I haven't seen you around in a while. Thanks for stopping in here, brother. Really, really good to see you. Hey, do you know what that little kids watch live people stop smoking? Well, you know what? If little kids are watching me, my channel is actually in the settings. It is not. It is set for not child friendly, right? The settings say it is not child friendly. It is an adult content channel. I have those options. I can change those parameters, and I have it set for adult content. So that means, Marilena, if some children are watching me, that's on the parents. Okay, that's on the parents. What your parents should be watching. But I appreciate you saying that. What you smoking, pops? Just a little Alec Bradley here. We're about two-thirds the way done this one. When this is the second one we've done today, and when we're done this, we're gonna call it a day. How long you been doing this? How long have I been live today? 196 minutes. Well, however many. What's that? 3 hours and something. We're well over the 3 hour mark. My old 88 Econoline that I got in '09 only has 31,000 K on more miles on it. I got it for 700 solar panels and everything else on it. There you go. Will, stop smoking. Will, I will not. Mm. Brianna, if your friend is really appreciates like nice cigars and is going to appreciate it, and you don't want to just buy some willy-nilly, and you don't have to break the bank, Brianna, go with I guarantee you can get them in Australia. You can get them wherever the hell you are. Um, Go with like a Rocky Patel, the 25-year or the 15-year. Both of those are really good cigars. Any of the Alec Bradley lines. If you wanna be a bit of a show off, I go, hey, I'm your good friend, and you wanna go with a Cuban, you know what? Go get them a Monte Cristo number 2 in Canada. For me to buy that cigar retail, that's about $55. I can get it. My price point on that is about 28, 29 bucks. So for you, I don't know what you're going to pay for that, but it's a good cigar. They will appreciate it. Um, Anything by Rocky Patel, and these are you hear me talk about them. These are the two that I really enjoy. Rocky Patel and Alec Bradley. But if you want, get them a Monte Cristo. What the hell? Um, if you go with Alec Bradley and Rocky Patel, you could probably pick them up 3 or 4 cigars for 60 bucks, right? Eh. Norwegian Outdoor and Gaming says hi. How you doing, man? Chat flying and crawling. You got to scroll, dog. You know what? I'm working on it, man. People keep asking questions. I don't have the ability to give a short answer to a short question. God, please send me a rich white woman. Amen. Amen. No hate, and it's not my responsibility to take care of you, but you shouldn't smoke. No hate, by the way. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Gil, for your concern about my health. I appreciate that. Can you give us an old man who needs your blessings to get a girlfriend? Imperial Drag 9.99. You need my blessings to get a girlfriend? Dude, I'm the last guy in the world that should be giving out any kind of advice on how to get a girlfriend. Talk to Sterling. Why do my nipples tickle when I put my finger up my asshole? You probably hit that one little spot there, right? That little electrified spot. I got the same spot. You put your finger in your ass, your nipples tingle, and your eyes brighten up. You notice that, Sterling? Your eyes brighten up pretty high. Sterling, is because of hormones. Well, how do you make a hormone? You don't pair. Oh, I hurt myself with that one. Come on. Come on. Your mom's a tank. My mom's a tank? No, I got beg to differ. My mom's a sweet little old granny. She really is. Homie found the fuse box. Wonder why the light's flickering. You talking about curling? Sterling? Kent, what are we smoking? That's a big chunky cigar. This is just a little Alec Bradley. No, it was a little longer when I started, but it's just an Alec Bradley. Nice little fucking smoke. Why are you ignoring your new subscriber? What is it you want to know, dude? Like, I don't have advice for you to get a woman. I really don't. I'll be honest with you. I'm the last guy. I got 6 daughters, so I am not big about that, right? I am the father that has. I've already got the holes dug out in the fucking pasture for the first one of their men that fucks up. So I'm not the guy to be asking. Call mid-month. It'll be about 3 years since I drove trucks. So have they got the automatic figured out on the backing? I drove Peterbilt 13 speed. Yeah, for the most part they have. They have like even on the Freightliners, it's got a crawl speed. So when you just ease onto the pedal when you're in reverse, it'll take you into like a crawl speed, and you can mash the pedal to the floor, and all you're gonna do is just crawl. But then if you kick it a little too hard, you will. If you come out of it and then kick it again, it won't crawl. It'll slam you into the wall. So you got to be a little careful. But the Kenworths have it all figured out. Volvo's of course got it all figured out. Is it possible to run an engine brake too long while descending a hill, loaded or empty? No. No. All you're basically doing in the old school with the Jake brakes, with the engine brakes, what's happening is, and this is a short version of it, but what you're basically doing is instead of injecting fuel into the cylinder for the combustion, what it's doing is it's pumping air in, and the air is what's slowing you down because there's no explosion, there's no combustion, and that's why you get the noise. That's air popping in your. And this again, the short. There's a lot more to it than this. So in all actuality, Quinn, you're not really doing anything, right? You're not even using injectors. You're not squirting fuel. You're not doing nothing. The pistons are moving. Everything's moving, but there is no actual combustion. It's like an anti-combustion. It's just pumping air in, and the compressed air is what's slowing you down. There you go. So to answer your question, long answer on a short question, no, you'll not hurt nothing. You can fucking exhaust brakes can fry an engine. Engine brake can be used all the time. There you go. Sterling would know. He's a fucking wrench turner as well. Where are you from, Addie? I'm in Canada. I'm in Alberta, out in in the western provinces of Canada. I'm smoking as well. Rico, light them up. Light it up, baby. Shout out, please. I subscribe. Chantel Masters, there you go. There's your shout out. I got a bunch of black and Mexican gay stalkers sabotaging everything I do because they're infatuated with me and I won't go gay side. Well, dude, you do you do you, right? But just be careful. Where do you buy them big cigars? All I see is them little white ones. You can get these. You can get these anywhere. There's a lot of cigar places. To be honest with you, Justin, the best places to get cigars are on the reserves. Really, you go to the reserve, hit up the fucking reserves. Kyler, this is an Alec Bradley. Here you go. Never chase women, chase excellence, and don't be a twat. I couldn't have said that better myself. If the streets God what commandments, what would they be? If the streets God commandments, I think you're saying God's commandments, what would they be? Well, first of all, thou shalt not ever touch another man's truck. Thou shalt not ever touch another man's woman. Those are probably the two top. Oh, thou shalt never fuck with another man's dog. Don't touch my truck, don't touch my woman, and don't fuck with my dog. If you can live by those 3 rules, you'll do all right with me. And and when I say my woman, I guess you could qualify that as my family. You don't fuck with my family. You don't fuck with my woman or my family. You don't fuck with my truck, and you don't fuck with my dog. If you can abide by those 3, you and I are gonna do okay. Anything other than that, you fuck with any of those, I'll come for you. Inspirational quote of the day from Sterling. You gotta love Sterling. He's good for something, eh? Rocky Patel sounds like an Indian brand. Please keep supporting our Indian tobacco farm. Actually, Rocky Patel is not. It's Honduran Honduran or Nicaraguan. They're South American. Rocky Patel is South American. Peter Vargas says, dude. Well, dude, back at you. Inspirational quote of the day from Sterling. We have to impeach Trump. Well, you do what you got to do. Good luck with that, though. It's already been fucking tried. Wrote the book, made the t-shirt. Quit smoking. Well, quit telling me to quit smoking, and maybe I'll quit smoking. Why support Trump? You can't do... How about this? You guys stop thinking in the terms of supporting Trump. Stop going, oh, I support Trump, or I don't like Trump. Why don't you fucking support the party or the policies? Stop looking at the fucking man. Start looking at the policies that the party and the man are putting forward. If you like the policies, support the policies. If you don't like the policies, don't support the policies. Take the personality out of it. Turn government into a fucking business. That's just my 2 cents. How often do you stream? Almost every morning. We sit right here, Stephanie, and that's where right there is where the sun came up this morning. So we sit here every morning. Usually about 6:45 in the morning, and we about 7 o'clock around there, the sun comes up, and we watch the sun come up. And then afterwards, we turn the camera around, and you poor bastards have to sit and look at me till whenever the time I finish my cigars and run out of coffee. Yo, old guy. Whoa, yo, young guy. What's your favorite cigar? The Rocky Patel 25 here is my favorite all-time cigar. Actually, that and what the hell is it called? Oh my God, I'm drawing a fucking blank. I don't think the phone's over. Thou shalt not touch the damn thermostat. I like that. I like that. If you don't like Trump, then make a Democrat. Then make a Democrat that can get more things done even better, because most of the generation problem because of the Democrats. Okay. Lucas says hi. Sterling, my dad's a naked hustler. Okay. I don't know. You guys, are we back? I know the stream dropped. I don't know. Are we back or not? There we go. We back now? Audio is crunchy. Suck it. Sterling, are we good? We're back. Okay, we're back. Thank you, sir. You're back. I'll tell you. That's how I enter the room. Thank you. You kicked. Yeah, I got kicked out of my own house. Yeah, no shit, eh? Okay, so actually, we're actually down at the bottom of the comments here, so that's cool. Because apparently I was like a fucking hour behind in comments. You remind me of my grandpa. Well, insane. I remind a lot of people of their grandpa, and I am a grandpa. I do have a beautiful little 2-year-old or 2.5-year-old granddaughter. Canada refused my study visa, but my rich friend got refugee status there. It's like they want illegal immigrants. We're not going to touch that one. We're not even going to come fucking close to touching that one. Hit the like button and subscribe, everybody. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Never let your mom brush your hair when she's mad at your dad. Dude, that is advice to live by. That is advice to live by. Yeah. Yeah. Are the high prices Ernest, the high prices are affecting everybody. Honest to God, they are. And yeah, they are affecting us here. Right? Like when a jar of mayonnaise in Canada costs $8 fucking, I'm telling you, you know, a jar of fucking mayonnaise is $8. Come on now. Poda man, how old am I? I'm 55. 55. Yeah, Ernest, exactly. $8. And yeah, we're in Alberta, Canada. For the Americans, the nearest state, I am 3 hours north, which I'm south of that way. I am 3 hours north of Montana. I can be in Montana in 3 hours. I love this, Chris Gronick. Thank you so much. Canada, the 51st state. Laugh out loud. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. Not today, not this week, not next week. Not a chance in hell. I like and subscribe. My name is Teddy. Well, Teddy Chafin, I appreciate your like. I appreciate your sub. It means a lot. It helps the channel. I am in the building phase on this channel. I've been away for a while. I've had some personal business that I've taken care of over the last 6 or 7 months here, and I kind of had to put the channel on the back burner. And as of last week, we're cranking the channel back up, and we're going to get it back up to some full speed. We might get back into doing some more videos, how-to videos, trucking videos, shit like that. But we're going to focus mainly on our live feeds and build our live feeds up. I'll take that bet, Marty. Shake hands? I'll take that bet. I'll make you a $25 bet. Here, somebody screenshot this. Actually, fuck it, I'll screenshot it. It doesn't matter. It's not like I could go to Marty and collect the $25 anyway. I'll make a 25 bet that some part of Canada comes to the U.S. before Trump leaves office. If that's going to happen, Marty, if that does happen, I can tell you right now the province it's going to happen in, and it'll be this one, Alberta. It will be Alberta. But no other province would do it. But I'll take your bet. I'll take the fucking bet. You got to put it before Trump leaves office. So he's got, what, 3.5 years left, or fucking whatever he's got left? Here we go. Rose in province. Well, sweetheart, Rose in province. I am from Alberta. I am in Alberta, currently sitting in Alberta. Can I have a shout out? 7 there you go. Knock yourself out. If I pinch both my nipples, my asshole tickles. Well, I'm not getting that, Sterling. I'm not getting that. It works the other way. You stick your finger in your ass and you pound your prostate, your nipples will tingle. I kind of get that one, but no. Whatever. I think Canada is beautiful. I watch a lot of the trucker shows like Ice Road Trucking. Let me tell you, what you see on Ice Road Trucking is about 70% of that is bullshit. I can tell you that honestly, Stephanie, because I've done Ice Road Trucking, right? I've been up on the ice roads, and I know, and I watch the show and I compare it to what we go through. It's about 70% bullshit. It's hyped on the show. Can you read my comment? James McNichols. What comment? Did I miss a comment there, James? If I did, I apologize. Throw it up again. I'll get it. I'll get it. Imperial, I want to send you some free made in India tobacco for free smoke color. Would you love my lovely cigars and cigarettes? And hey, man, you want to send them? I tell you what, man. I have an email. Drop a line to my email, wheelburnerexpress@gmail.com. I'll be happy to work out an address with you. You want to send me something? I'll be happy to smoke anything you've got, as long as it ain't pot. Can you say my nickname, Pilly? I will sub. There you go. I work on transmission natural gas pipelines in Maryland. I don't think Americans realize how much Canadian gas flows through the lines. Benja, they don't. They really don't. G's Reflection, I have screenshotted. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, my bro. How long have you been smoking? I've been smoking cigars for a long fucking time. Let me tell you, I quit smoking cigarettes 20 plus years ago, but I've been smoking cigars probably since maybe my late teens, early 20s. Late teens, I mean like 18, 19, early 20s for sure. So Binder clay. I don't know what binder clay is. Built like a 56-year-old onion. If you're talking about me, come and get it. 2020, 2028 come and nothing happens. Well, we're going to have to wait and see. I am ending it all today. Well, Aaron, if it's that bad, and I hope it ain't, I hope you're only talking bullshit. Nothing's so bad that you need to end your life. I fucking guarantee you. Is he leaving office, though? Dude, Trump? Well, he's only allowed to run for 4 years. He's only got 4 years left. Tariffs on Alberta beef is going to suck. Yeah, it is. Canada is just a discount version of the United States, of the USA. I wouldn't say that, man. I wouldn't say that. Canada stands quite proud and firmly on its own. It doesn't, regardless of what your president is saying, that you guys give us $200 billion a year, and yeah, there has been money exchanged, but you just give it to us, right? It was for services rendered, and that's where I like Donald Trump and I like some of his policies, but what he says sometimes is not the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. He will give you a part truth. Okay, so does Canada take any aid from the United States? No. Do we take aid? No. Do we trade services for money? Of course we do. But we do that with fucking England. We do it with France. We do it with Germany. We do it with India. We do it with fucking Pakistan. We do it with Australia, New Zealand, the Netherlands, Japan, Taiwan. We do it with everybody. Mr. President has basically shut the doors on all of that. Homeschool dropout, save me, Donald Trump. Well, if you're putting all your money on red, right, Donald Trump, if you're putting all your money on red, you might want to hold on to a little bit in reserve, right? Stop smoking; it's bad for you. Diva Monkey, you are absolutely right. It is horrible. Smoking is gross, and it's nasty. It makes your breath smell terrible, and it's really bad for your lungs. It really is. Reaper, when he was born, his parents made a joke and people are still laughing at it. Pineapple says, Jesus loves you. Hey, I'll take that. The more the merrier. How old are you? Ryan, I'm 55. Going on 110. How many blunts? That ain't a blunt, dude. That's just a stogie. It's bad for your lungs. Pineapple, I know that. I know that. You look like Eminem just got old. Well, I'll tell you what, I'd be happy with some of his money. Pineapple, he wants to run. Not just you, Binder Clay is built like a 55-year-old onion. Oh, okay. Do you work out too? No, I don't work out. No, I don't go to the gym. I don't work out. Arlo, smoke another loser. Oh, come on, Arlo. That's not nice. Really? That's the well. You're gonna insult me, and that's the best you can come up with? Ah, dude, work harder. Do better, Arlo. Do better. Sniper Joe, turn to the Lord and be saved, my friend. You know what? Thank you for the advice, Sniper. I might take that one day. Muhammad, I know how to say that. It's very difficult for me to say with no fucking teeth, believe me. Rising Phoenix, tariffs are working for a show. I'm telling you right now, soon there will be free trade. Tariffs are working, but it's only a short-term fucking pain. I'm telling you right now, you cannot run these tariffs long-term. You will cripple the American economy if he runs these tariffs too long. Linson Thomas, hi, how are you? Linson, I'm doing well today, man. I really am. Trump is actually Jesus, so we got to protect him from the Jews. Praise Allah. Atta boy. Spin it out there, Sterling. Arlo saying, go Trump. All right, let's go Trump. Tulip55, subscribe. I appreciate that. I'll take the sub. What the heck? Do not disrespect Jesus by calling him Trump. You know what? Everybody's entitled to say whatever they want. Don't take it personally. High school dropout? No, Arlo, I am not a high school dropout. I didn't finish high school, but they threw me out. I'm proud to say that they threw me out. High school dropout. Rising Phoenix. I say Trump should take away our military aid to Canada, so Canada does take them. Hold on, what are you talking about? Your military aid. Your military aid. Rising Phoenix, be careful here, okay? Yes, Canada has a very small military, okay? We do. Everybody knows that. Our military aid, anything that anything that our military, and I know this again for a fact because I've got family that's in the Canadian military that actually deals with these issues of the trend of the what the fucking word I'm looking for. But anyway, they deal with the Canadian and the American militaries as they move about and oh God, I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, anything the Canadian military, okay, most part, anything the Canadian military gets from the U.S. military is paid for. It is paid for in full or it is paid for in service. That's what people don't understand. Just because cash didn't exchange hands doesn't mean it wasn't paid for. Be very careful when you say stuff like that. Okay? Be very careful. Hold on, what did somebody just say there? Something about Cater, what? U.S., Canada, Benelux, 1940. Okay, I missed it, but what happened? I looked my teeth. Where's your teeth? They left. They just got up and fucked off one day. I haven't seen them since. I've got new ones coming probably in the next 3 weeks. He got more hair on his neck and chest than his head. There you go. Where is your teeth? I don't know. They left. They fucked off. What's my opinion on Trudeau? Ali, are you kidding? I said this yesterday and I stand by it. And I got in trouble for saying this like back before Christmas on a live. I got in shit for it. But I'll say it again and I stand by it. If Justin Trudeau was drowning in my swimming pool, the only way I would save his life would be to take my foot off his head. Does that give you what my opinion of Trudeau is? Austin, this one's good. I'm in the last stage here, right? We're getting into the like the burnt, charcoaly burnt, like wood flavor. A lot of people don't like that part. I love it. I really do. It's really good. Do we support I don't support anything. Palestine, Israel, I don't care. Great Depression 2026. It's coming. Something's coming. Austin, my day's going well. We're just about done with this live. I'm out of coffee. I'm out of cigar, and I need to have a piss. You can't do that sitting in the fucking car. Abdul, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Very, very nice of you. Thank you. Man, is you supporting Palestine? I am from Pakistan. Mr. Abd, I don't support anything. Are you American? David, no, I'm Canadian. I'm from Southeast Asia. Nice. Hazel Frylock, he said he rules you. Really? Okay. Want to get freaky? Toverload, you bring it, I'll freak it. You just try it out. I'll do anything once. Once. Trump the opposite of Jesus, but you're entitled to your opinions. Exactly. Everybody's entitled to what they... What is that? A cigar or a five? No, this is what's left of that Alec Bradley cigar. Y'all gonna go do some wacky shit? Yeah, okay. You go do some wacky shit. Make sure there's video though. We want proof, right? But we want proof. There's no such thing these days as saying, "Oh yeah, I caught a fish this big." Fuck that. We want proof. We want video. Trav, okay, let's hear this. This will be good. Can you give me advice? I caught my uncle touching my girlfriend and she didn't react to it. She said they have a close relationship, even though I don't have a close relationship with my uncle. Get rid of the woman and kick the fuck out of your uncle. Mm. Oh, that is so good. You're smoking a Daniel Marshall. Enjoy that. Smoke it slowly. What is your favorite meal? Lasagna that I make. My own lasagna. If not, it's steak and eggs. We're either doing lasagna or steak and eggs. Hit the like and subscribe, everybody. Appreciate that. Awesome. Currently, America is acting like Columbus, who discovered the continent of Greenland and the continent of Palestine. Who knows? Aubrey, yeah, you hate his guts. Wow. Well, the comments are getting fucking. You guys are just on fire with. I can't keep up with comments, but I can keep up with it. I can keep up with the cigar. You got a scub, Scott. Appreciate that. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for throwing up a comment. You guys are good to go. Anything you want to talk about, anything you want to say, just no fighting amongst yourselves, right? And try to be at least somewhat respectful. I got no problem. We'll talk about anything you want to talk about. I'll discuss it. I may not agree with you. You may not agree with me. That's fine. We're all entitled to it. Who supports Denmark buying California? Nobody wants to buy fucking California. The best thing that could happen to California right now is an earthquake. Eric Starr, Cohiba, no, they're overpriced, they're overrated, they're not as good as they say they are. Mom said no smoking. Well, Starlick, don't smoke. Oh, just melon. I like what you just wrote. That is, somebody should write that down and put that on a fucking plaque. Age is just a number. Adulthood is a level that is difficult to reach. Damn it, that is good. Damn it, you've got the quote. You've got, I don't know, male, I don't know whether to call you sir or madam, but whatever. You got the quote of the day. There it is right there. Quote of the day right there. Just melon, you got it. I lock door handles because it makes me feel connected to people. Ah. I like Krispy Kreme donuts. So do I. I love Krispy Kreme donuts. My problem is they're addictive, and I can't just eat one, right? Saw you with Curtis Hanson. You're my favorite Predator so far. Oh, you're hilarious. Nameless man. Come on. Mexico can have Portland and Seattle too. I agree. They can have it free of charge. Guys, I know your smoking is bad for you, but he is a grown man. He's allowed to decide. Thank you very much. Everyone subscribe. Yeah, give it a shot. Unless you're talking age of age of consent. Let's stick with 18. I actually have no problem, Eric, going up to 21. Age of consent should be 21. But here's the thing about age of consent, and this is what I really did dislike about this. In Canada, the drinking age is 19 in most places. It's 18 here. So you can go in the U.S. the drinking age is 21, and this is what fucking sucks, right? This is what absolutely fucking sucks. The drinking age is 21, but yet you can go join the military, go and fight and die for your country, but you can't come home and have a beer. You know what, man? That sucks balls. Eric, that sucks balls. That is wrong. If you sign up and you join the military and you go to an active combat zone and you see action, even if you don't, the fact that you're serving your country as an American or a Canadian and you're serving your country and you come back and you live through it and you actually fucking live through it and you come back and you go into a bar and you can't even order a fucking drink, there's something wrong with that. And I will tell you honestly, if you're fucking 19 years old or say you're 20 years old and you're back on Canadian soil or you're in an American soil and you're in a bar and you can't order yourself a drink because the bartender won't serve it to you, I'll fucking buy it for you. I'll dump mine on the floor, tell them to refill my glass, and I'll give it to you. They can fuck off. Have I ever tried Davidoff cigars? Yes, I have. A good cigar. tight, very tightly wrapped though. I prefer a cigar not as wrapped as tight. They're not bad. They got good. They've got a couple of good flavors in them, depending on the blend of what you're buying. Spidey, stop smoking. Hey, Spidey, not today. You look like an ex-trucker. I'm not an ex-trucker. I am still a trucker. I'm an owner-operator. I've just parked my truck and I've taken some time off to rejuvenate myself and spend some time with my girl and shit like that. I will be going back to work eventually when I figure out what I want to do. I'm an owner-operator. So ex-trucker, no, not yet. Maybe shortly. Who knows? When I know, you'll know. Where can I find rich white women who will take care of me? I don't mind being a house husband. Dude, you can find those anywhere. You better be hung like a fucking pack meat. You better have 10 pounds of dangling fury between your legs in order to make that happen. Let me fucking tell you that. Vitamins and minerals. You don't hear me taking vitamins and minerals. Sean, hey, I don't need an earthquake. I live in California. Sorry for your luck, man. JFK the real. You guys, he told me smoking crack gave me calcium. Sorry. What time is it in there? What time is it here? It is 10:34 in the morning here. What a handsome driver. Soros, thank you very much. I try very hard to get myself all primed up and looking good for you guys. Said nobody. All the kids condemning smoking secretly want to smoke. Yeah, Tyrannus, you're probably right. I went to a swingers club. Norman said it's 15 pound to get in and 20 pound for a meal. So we sat down and a weird naked guy comes up to me and says, hi, I'm from Emil. Hi, I'm Emil. Woo, there you go. Give that a try. 16 in Germany. Okay, that's the age of consent. Humans are the only ones who have humanity. When you say you don't care about Palestine, you already understand who you are. Well, that's not true. And I'm gonna end this live, but I'm gonna end it on this. Okay. I don't want you to think I'm callous or insensitive or anything like that about Palestine or Ukraine or any of that stuff that's going on over there. It's not that I'm callous, and it's not that I don't care. It's not that I don't give a shit. I don't endorse any of it. I don't approve of any of it. I don't think that, I don't want to see anybody die, but that's me, right? But do I support it? No. Do I support giving money to it? No. And here's why, okay? And then we're going to end on this. And you can think what you want of me after this. I live in a country, okay? And it's a great country. I live in a country of Canada. We have military veterans that are starving, that are homeless, that require medical attention that they're not getting. We have seniors that are eating fucking cat food because they can't afford. They work their entire lives and retired, and their pensions and all of their money and they can't afford health care. They can't afford to live. We have an education system that is so fucking broken that I could take your children, put them in this fucking car, and inside fucking 2 weeks give them a better education than they'll get in a whole year in the fucking public school system. Okay? We have all of this that is broken in our country. Our roads, our infrastructure, our government, our politics, it's all broken. All of it. Especially when I'm talking about the military veterans and the seniors and all of that. We, as Canada, have given over $1 trillion to the Ukraine and umpteen billions of dollars and the Americans have given even more. Okay? Now, if I take all of the money that we've given to Ukraine and all of the other countries out there that we've thrown out there, and if I took that money and it was all used in-house within my own country, we could have fed, clothed, fixed, got all the medical attention. There wouldn't be a homeless veteran. There wouldn't be a single veteran that needs anything. They'd all be taken care of. Our seniors would be taken care of. Our education system, our children's futures would be much brighter and looking better. And then if there's any money left over, then yeah, okay, spread it around, help somebody else out. But until all of that gets taken care of, I don't give a rat's ass about giving money to the Ukraine or helping Palestine or anything. I don't want any harm to come to any of these people. Don't get me wrong. I don't want people dying. Not at the end of the day. That's not where we're at. But I've got people in my country here that are fucking dying. They shouldn't be fucking dying. A military veteran should not starve to death or blow his brains out because life is so fucking bad because he went off to battle and came back and can't get the help he needs and can't eat and can't house himself and shit like that. That is what I'm talking about. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. So when you say, do I support this cause or that cause? Fuck no. I support taking care of my country first. Just like any of you people in any of your own countries, take care of your own country first and then whatever's left over. If you got a couple $100 million laying around, which we don't, right? But if you do, then toss it out to help some other people. Otherwise, no, fuck that. And that's my 2 bits right there. We're gonna end the stream on that. And if you guys can appreciate that, fine. If you don't appreciate it, you don't agree with me, you know what, man? You're entitled to that. Scott Marshall, I did catch your comment. As a U.S. vet, the Canadian military has some of the most humble people on the planet. Appreciate that. As a nation, Canadian people are some of the most are the most humble and gracious people in the world. United States of Israel, Israel first. Okay, I'll take your $1.99. I don't agree, but you know, and that's just where we're at. So guys, you know what? I'm gonna kill it here. I appreciate all of you got. We got 159 likes in here. Somebody hit the like one more time so we go out on an even number, make it 160, and we'll end it out. And you know what? Hey, we'll see you tomorrow morning. We're gonna watch the sunrise. We're gonna smoke a couple more cigars. Maybe get a little more coffee. I usually only get one. I think we're gonna pack it up tomorrow and get 2 coffees. There, we got 160 lights. I got a feeling it was William Stanford that threw that last like in there. Or was it Mew? I got you, Gramps. Thanks, Mew. Appreciate that. So far, gaming, we're out. Imperial, we're out. You guys are hellacious on your comments. Appreciate every one of you. Thanks for checking in with us today. I'm out of here. Mew, it was you? Got it. Thank you very much. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Appreciate all of you. We'll see you down the road, man.